time?
Yeah, dog. What's up, everybody? Lombard Trucking here. We're live, day 3, Mid-America Truck Show. Last day, best day. As you can see, I'm clinging on to what's left of my voice, but that's the way of the road, bub. That's just what I do. That's the Lombard way. What can you do? But we're excited. We're here. We got some people who are going to be churning in and out over the next couple hours or so, whatever. We're going to go live with Trucker Todd around 1. But I got one of my good friends here, and we're gonna talk too, especially if you like cooking and you want to eat some good food. But man, tell the people who are you?
Well, my name is Trent. I'm a hotshot trucker. I'm a truck camper, and I love to cook, and I love to make money, man, honestly. And I love to make people happy. I think that's number one, man. That's who I am, seriously.
Good. Let's start with making people happy. Number one. So, like, what do you do? What's your way of kind of bringing joy into the world? I'd love to hear that.
I think pretty much every single person I like to run into, I always ask them how their day is, no matter if they want to talk to me or not, and a lot of picking up at these shippers and receivers, a lot of people really just aren't used to that. So I think it rubs off on people and they kind of start to do the same thing. And whenever people watch my videos and they see like the conversations that I have, they, I feel like they kind of cling on to that. And a lot of people see that and it's just different. So like, another thing is I like to spread,
Slide that mic up a little bit.
You're good. I'm just testing it. You're good. Sorry.
You're good. Good.
Yeah.
I like to spread Jesus and the Word of God, as much as I can. And I truly think that there's a lot of things in the Bible that could make you a better person and help spread happiness, within itself. So
There you go. Yeah, it's kind of like a little textbook for life.
yeah,
as
seriously,
they say.
like it's so. A lot of people, even if they don't believe, I feel like they can read some, verses and things like that and better their life. And whenever you start to, try to spread that happiness on other people, it truly changes your life. You know what I mean? People don't realize it. So
100%. I mean, really, like, I think this industry as well as life is kind of it's a get what you give. And
Yeah.
Sure, I think in the trucking industry, you can give a lot and it can kick you down and everything like that. But if you when you play into how much this industry can kick you down, it only makes it worth. But as they teach in places like Scripture and in almost any theological or philosophical book, when you remain positive and grateful in all things, it ends up working out better for you. So, I mean, that's good. That's great to tell, anybody who's watching or anybody who listens to this maybe later on YouTube or wherever.
Yeah, it also challenges you as a person. Whenever you, instead of worrying about the negative aspects of truck, because there is a lot of positive and negatives about trucking. But whenever you stop focusing on the negative and just trying to push the positive, like instead of like whenever you go to a shipper or receiver and somebody like, snaps back at you and you just ignore that and you just keep treating them with kindness, it seriously makes a difference, not only in your life, but theirs as well. So that's my number one thing. I want to motivate people to go chase their dreams, and I want to motivate people to be the best person they can be, not for just themselves, but for other people as well.
Let's go. Fire me up. That's actually that's kind of what we love about the Mid-America Truck Show, because it's a community event like that where it really rallies and comes together, and you see so many positive faces that could have impacted you throughout your trucking career. So I'd love to ask you, man, how's the show going for you?
Dude, it's honestly life-changing. The amount of creators I've ran into and people that I've been chatting with, over the last several months. Like I finally met my first sponsor, in this trip, and we have just hit it off. And we're potentially going to go into business together now, with something in trucking. So, I mean, I've met, some people at Big Rig Tees. Those guys are just phenomenal. Like you finally getting to meet you, man, after months of talking, it's life changing. I don't think I'll ever miss Matt's ever again. Like,
Yeah.
this is just truly life changing. I've met so many good people, and it's motivating, man. Motivates me to want to, do more content and just keep going.
And double down.
Literally double down. 'Cause this is going to change my life, and it could change. Coming here, you never know who you're going to meet, and it doesn't matter if you're an owner operator, company driver. It could open a lot of doors for you. So if you're ever thinking about coming to Matt's, I highly recommend, coming here, showing your face, talking to people. You never know who you might meet out here, and it's not about what you know, it's about who you know a lot of the time. So
the network's important. And even if somebody, because I mean, we've mentioned content creation a lot, but even if you're just a company guy who watches content, you don't make it yourself. Again, sometimes people are like, oh, coming to Matt's, I could be making money, I could be driving, rates are this. But once again, who you meet here in your network could be your next job or your last job.
Yeah.
And what's going to advance your career, what they're doing, what everybody else is doing. So there's really something for everybody.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I mean, you said, so you make content, which we're going to get into in a second, but you said you just met your sponsor in person for the first time. Let's give him a shout out. Who's
Entre Mike, man. Entre Mike, short for entrepreneur. He's with BlogRock, and honestly, they have. I think I teamed up with him when I was at 5,000 subscribers, and he saw potential in me, and he has been, a little kind of a mentor of mine, and they have just, stuck with me through thick and thin, man, and he has just pushed me to be better, and, now we're working together on bettering each other, and I mean, like, it's insane the amount of opportunities they are out here for, all of us. It's truly life changing. Like, I'm very, very, very blessed to have Entre Mike in my life now, and I can't wait to see what our relationship has in store.
I was gonna say, tell us about LogRock. So what do they do? What do they have to offer? I mean, give us the pitch on LogRock.
Well, LogRock is basically automated trucking insurance. Basically, if you feel like you're not getting the right rate, you can go to LogRock. You can go to any of my socials. Go to link in the bio, whatever. Click the link. Fill out your information. 10 minutes. They'll show you every single company and where you're going to be able to get the cheapest insurance rate. Or you can even call the number on that website when you click that link, and they'll, if you want to talk to someone in person, that's fine too. And it's basically going to find you the cheapest insurance rate possible. A lot of people don't know about it, and it's kind of like a hack, man. It's pretty good.
There we go. And what are they? LogRock.com. What's the?
LogRock.com. Tell them, if you talk to someone on the phone, tell them Trent sent you or Roger Mike. LogRock.com.
Let's go. So let's talk about hot shotting real quick. So what were you doing before you started driving, and how'd you get into the industry?
So I was building fence in Wyoming. So I was driving gooseneck trailers, and one of my buddies was actually doing it over the road on CDL. And so he kind of pitched it to me, and I was like, you know what? I haven't talked to this guy since high school, or actually junior high. And it's always been a dream to start my own business. And I just felt like I was stuck, and I didn't know what I was doing. And I knew I was bettering my life, but there's a ceiling at a lot of the places you work. And so the only way to, level up in life is to actually do something for yourself, and that's starting a business. So I decided, I'm like, I could go the non-CDL route, but I'm like, dude, I'm gonna go all out in this. And so I went to CDL school, I paid all the tuitions and things like that. I saved my money, and then I went and bought a used truck, and it was in probably one of the worst times you could ever buy a truck. I overpaid for it, and I got a decent deal on a trailer. Screwed over with that too, but everything happens for a reason. So I started out. I wanted to go all out, so that's why I chose the CDL route versus the non-CDL route as well. And then kind of just from there, I went OTR, man.
Yeah. So with your hot shot, and I mean, you have your own MC number, carrier authority, everything.
I do not. So I'm leased on. So I kind of partnered with the guy at first, and live and learn. He ended up turning over and moving on to something else, and I moved to Louisiana afterwards, and I hooked up with a really good company down there. So I leased onto them, and all I do is oil field now. So really nice, and very, very thankful as well. Too. So,
Well, yeah, that's good. I mean, there's that's a lot of hotshot guys I know jumping right into an authority, and there's a lot of semi truck owners that can go right into their authority, and it's different for everybody. But I mean, as you say, you're doing primarily oil field. The hardest part about getting that authority is finding freight. Finding freight you can get. So I mean, with it being leased on though, even what's the past couple or what's it been since you got to Louisiana? What's freight? We've been in kind of a historic freight recession, and that started in 2022, and rates are sort of, swinging back out. Despite rising fuel costs. I mean, what's it since you got to Louisiana and leased onto this carrier? What's freight been like on your end?
Well, so it's very unique, my position. And a lot of people ask me about like, oh, how much do you make, this and that, and I hate to talk about it because like what I used to do OTR is so much different from what I do now because these oil field companies, they are looking at us as they can call us and we'll be there in the next 30 minutes. You can't do that with these OTR guys because there's just nothing like that available. Like, yeah, they could probably go on truck stop or whatever load board it might be and post their load, but it's going to take some time to get it covered. They need it fast. So they use companies like us, and we're local in the area. So our rates pretty much stay the same. What fluctuates is our fuel surcharges, things like that. And so, I mean, like I said, I'm very thankful. Our rates are really good as far as fuel costs. The fuel's more expensive. It doesn't really seem like the rates are changing whatsoever. So that's kind of, I feel like trucking as a whole, you know what I mean? I feel like rates aren't moving, when they should be. But unfortunately, it's the price you pay. And sometimes I feel like when the rates jump up really high, really fast, it kind of takes time for the loads to kind of change as well. So, but that's just, I don't know what the market looks like over the road myself. So.
Yeah, you're not doing a lot of spot market stuff.
No, I'm just staying in the same area. Farthest I'll go, typically I'll go to Houston once a week. And as you see in my videos, I usually pick up, on the Gulf, grab something oil field related, go to Houston, back home or whatever. I'll cook on the truck and then, camp out. And that's pretty much what we do. We stay in the Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi area. So
I was gonna say you are spending time over the road while you're hauling stuff. What's the truck setup like? You got a sleeper in there?
Yeah, man. I took out the back seats. I put a bed in there. I took out the front seat. We've got an air conditioner, heater, dehumidifier, and then I got a refrigerator, a PS5 TV in there, and then I got a generator set up, and then I got all my cooking stuff underneath. But yeah, man, that's my favorite thing to do, bro. Is go to the truck stop and just camp out, cook out. People look at me like I'm crazy, but I love it, man. Seriously.
I mean, that's kind of the way it should be, though. That's freaking awesome. Did you outfit it yourself, or did you go get it outfitted?
I did everything myself. Yeah, I literally bought a bed. My old truck was a mega cab, so I bought a full size bed, and it fit pretty perfect in there. I had to cut the edge off just a little bit, like a foot maybe, but it fit perfectly in there. And then when I got my new truck was not a mega cab, unfortunately. So I had to trim the side of it. But yeah, it's just same mattress I've been rocking for the last 4 years. That's really the only thing I had to modify. But other than that, I just built a bed frame and a stand and everything like that, and a headboard and stuff myself. So that's also on my YouTube channel as well. So if you guys are interested, definitely that whole build is on there. So
let's go check it out. So if you're looking to build out your hot shot or possibly box truck, you can hit up Trent Oney. You also got to give a quick shout out though to Box Truck Sleepers as well. If you're ever looking at anything, if you're in the Chicagoland area, shout out to the boys up there, up in Chicago for Box Truck Sleepers. If you want to get yourself set up so you're comfortable out there over the road. Let's talk content real quick. I'd love to know, what came first? Were you making content before you got into trucking, or did that come later? What got you into creating content?
Honestly, I have been wanting to start a YouTube channel since I was probably like 8 years old, man. Like, I don't know if anybody here has watched like the FaZe guys, I mean, I grew up on Call of Duty, stuff like that. So I was obsessed with content, my whole life. And I just really never had, the will and the drive to actually do something with it. So I never ended up doing it. And I made this YouTube account, I think, over a decade ago, and I never posted anything on it. And so we started filming. We started Hot Shot. Brooklyn actually started filming us at the truck stop cooking. And we actually ended up going to one of my really good friend, Corbin, his wedding. And a lot of the people there, you know, we stopped making the videos because we just, I don't know why, but they kept asking me, like, how come you stopped making your videos? You know, we always love seeing you cook on the road. And I'm like, wow, that is so motivating. Like, I didn't realize anybody cared. You know what I mean? So I went home. The next load I took, I filmed it, and it got 100 views. For me, that was absolutely insane.
Fill a
On
room with 100
YouTube?
people. Fill a room with 100 people.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people.
It was just insane to me. And then, you know, I kept posting, getting more and more and more. And then I posted a DOT video, and it just went viral. It went over 300,000 views. And that's when I kind of learned, you know, I got monetized, and, you know, everything kind of just takes shape. You know, and that was kind of the beginning for, like, oh my gosh, I really think I can do this. So then I started just going all out. And I was posting every other week, but now we're moving to every single week, and like, my schedule is just completely booked. So like, I'm so busy, but I'm so thankful. Like, thank you, God, for, you know, even being here, man. Like, seriously, like,
It's good stuff. I mean, it opens doors. I can kind of resonate with that story. I was kind of convinced to start making content because as I started going over the road, I equipped myself with the air fryer and this, and I was and I'd really, you know, gotten into running.
Yeah.
And so on, you know, every 10-hour break, I was walking, running, dove in head first. And a good friend of mine up in Dallas, Will Savarese, shout out. You know, he was like, "Dude, you have to document." And I was like, and I had social media and stuff, and like just to like post pictures, hey, what I'm doing. But he's like, "You got to document it. You got to document it." And it's like, and yeah, you know, I've done theater growing up in high school, and it's like, but it's still at the end of the day, it's like I don't need spotlight or anything. You know, I didn't want to attract any sort of. He's like, you got to do it, man. You got to. He's like, just the fact that you're cooking your own food and you're staying healthy. He's like, people need to see it. People need to see it. And so again, it was, you know, a demand from somebody who's like, and lo and behold, you know, there's some people, and again, and I haven't gone any sort of monetization route, but it's led me to Truck Parking Club. It's led me to some of the best friends I've had in my life.
yeah,
I've helped several drivers out with their health and fitness. I'm involved with a nonprofit and
wow,
getting so much off the ground with them, with getting, you know, fitness and health, fitness and nutrition content into CDL school. So it's like there's just this overarching mission that's been driven from it. And I like to think, you know, what does a butterfly effect look like without it? And same thing with you, man.
Yeah.
When you show that lifestyle, because I take health and fitness over the road really seriously, when you show that lifestyle of this is what you can eat as opposed to garbage.
yeah.
You know,
well, I feel like not only that, but like when you're at a job, you know, why not make that job enjoyable? Like, why not try your best to make it feel like you're not working? You know, and in my opinion, you know, a lot of people truly enjoy cooking. So like, why not, even though it's inconvenient, yeah, convenience is walking, you know, parking as close as you can to the truck stop and going inside and grabbing a burger. You know, that's the most convenient thing. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to park clear across the truck stop parking lot. I'm going to cook my own food, go for a run like you do, and then, you know, do that every single day or as many days as you can. Because obviously it's not like, I feel like it's very, very difficult to do that every single day. But like, if you can get out of your comfort zone and go enjoy something at least once a day while you're over the road, it's going to make your job so much better, you know? And
100%.
that's the most important thing when you're out here. You gotta like get out of the truck. You know, go do something. If you're sitting on your 34-hour reset, do not sit and rot in your truck, man. Go cook something. Go on a run, man. Go enjoy your life. You know, what is sitting in that truck going to do for you? You know, go build something.
Move a muscle, change a thought. That's the way to go. Now you're what's it called? You're here with somebody.
Yeah.
And we got to give her a quick shout out.
Brooklyn.
By the way, you've got another half. You mentioned her name too already. You've already brought her up, so you could have thrown people off. How's the relationship been like? And you can come in and say what's up real quick.
Come on in.
Come on in and say what's up. You're just as important, man.
Yeah, and she's
You make
wearing
it happen.
the E-Haul hat.
She's
Check
got
it
the
out here.
Yeehaw hat. Check out these hats, by the way. If you're at the Mid-America Truck Show, you get the Yeehaw hat at Big Rig T's booth, right?
Yep.
But yeah, so I mean, how's it going? Like, what's it like? What's it
Well-
like being with Trent? What's the dynamic like with you two?
I mean, Trent and I are literally best friends. When people say that, like, find somebody who is your best friend, you don't really know it until you found that person. Trent and I will literally do everything together. We started going over the road after 8 months of dating, which is crazy to even think about it. We were with each other 24/7.
For like 4 or 5 months
Yeah, four
straight.
4 months at a time. We just learned so much about each other and what we can do. And I mean, thinking about it now, I don't know if I could sleep in a truck like that again. But I'm so glad that we did it. Got to see so many states and.
Proud of you. She's been through it, man. She's
Mhm.
been through it.
Excited for what's to come. A couple days ago, I really thought, like 5 years ago, if you told me I would be in the trucking world, I would be stunned. I'm so glad that I'm here, the people that we've met. I love trucking. Like this is.
Let's go.
This is my life.
You hear that? So you've been enjoying the show too. It's been great.
Of course, yeah. I'm so excited. I was so excited to see what all these gadgets people have to offer. We've seen some really cool setups, really cool trucks. People put a lot of money into this kind of thing, a lot of parts and so. It's been awesome to hear about some stuff. We had a really good conversation with Matt Rice over at Hot Shot Secrets yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
How to learn about what they have, how the brand was started. That's been awesome. So really glad we're here.
We wouldn't be here if it weren't for her, by the way.
Exactly. We know what gets you here. Me going to the Mid-America Truck Show, I was supported by my wife getting out there. She supported me when I, when I had my own truck and I was leased onto a carrier. Has come over the road with me a couple times. So, I mean, you're just as important, just as special.
Yeah.
Again, trucking is a family business. It's a
Yeah.
people are in it to support their families, and family support is important. So you being here is freaking great.
Well, I'm so glad that I got to experience the time in the truck. I actually dispatched for the company Trent is leased onto. And a really big thing that I feel in our industry, in the office work, nobody knows what the drivers have to go through, what they experience out on the road. I think there's a lot of loneliness in trucking. And
We're on an island.
yeah,
And it's as simple as asking.
you know,
They don't try. It's so simple.
dispatching is so, like, dispatchers I feel are so taken out of the industry. They're just sitting in the office. And I just respect truckers, what they have to go through and the sacrifices that they have to make to take care of their family.
Well said. Sorry to cut you. Sorry to drag you in here, but
No.
we had to fix you. You're a star too, just as much as this guy. I know he's the star on the camera, but hey, you guys are awesome. Anything else you want to leave on the track? I don't want to take up your whole afternoon. We still got a whole afternoon to go. We got Jamie on deck, but anything else you want to leave? Any last bit of motivation, or where the people can find you?
Listen, if I mean, I've never done a podcast before, so I get froze up. But like, if you see someone that can use help, it is as simple as asking them how they are, complimenting them, and just going out of your way to help them, no matter if it conveniences you or inconveniences you. It's so easy to make someone's day, and you could potentially change their life. And you never know, they could change your life as well. So do things for others and stop thinking about yourself all the time.
Dude,
Please.
well said. Let's go, baby.
Seriously, man.
Let's have ourselves a Saturday.
Let's go. dude.
Appreciate you coming on, brother.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. Thank you, Truck Parking Club, for being a sponsor of mine.
Mhm.
I really appreciate it, man.
Let's go, man.
Look forward to more work together soon.
Oh yeah, we're gonna keep grinding, man. You guys enjoy. Oh, I'll say what's up to your camera. Taking a photo. Yeah, man. I'll take the mic if you're good.
Okay, sounds good.
Good on the handshake. Yeah, we got 47. You guys tuning in live, by the way. Can't see who's on LinkedIn, but either way. But thank you, Trent, for coming on, dude. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you so much.
We'll see you in a
brother.
little bit. We got Bigfoot over there. Bigfoot, come on over real quick. Say what's up. We got Bigfoot coming over. Yeah. You see that?
You still live?
Yeah, we're still live. We got Jane. We got just another OTR guy coming up. You trying to say something, Reed? Reed's on the mic now. Real quick intermission with Bigfoot, real quick. So, Bigfoot, how you enjoying the show?
I love it. I love it.
He speaks. All right, so Reed's working on the mics. For any of you guys tuning in live there, by the way, big shout out to SES Samuels, 75, who's at a truck parking club location in Port Canaveral, Florida. If you need truck parking in Florida, at the Mid-America Truck Show, we have gotten nonstop drivers who have come over and said, Florida, 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 Florida. We have saved them in Florida. They have run into bad luck. Florida's a tough spot. I hate going to Florida. Florida's got nice beaches, but and some decent hockey. But other than that, parking in Florida's not good for parking, but we're adding truck parking in Florida. We've come in handy. We've got my boy Marco Buchanan. He's down in Miami right now at a truck parking club location, linking up with a friend of his. So if you want to go down to Miami, you want to go to the beach, you want to go to freaking Port Canaveral, you've got truck parking. You go to truckparkingclub.com. We don't want you on the on-off ramps. You need a little mic test?
I'm gonna step in right here and see if this happens. Oh, this mic is-
Really?
Yeah, you can hear him, but you have to turn it up a lot. So that one went straight. I don't know why
Check,
this-
check, check. Yeah, how is the sound on anybody else's end? Coming on in. Keep coming on in the live stream. Where is Jamie? We need just another OTR guy. Who's he talking to?
He's getting interviewed right now.
Oh, he's getting interviewed. Once he's done, have him come on over. But on that, guys, if you got any questions about the Mid-America Truck Show or Truck Parking Club or anything you want, come find us. We found Bigfoot, and we can find truck parking. In fact, we are at this show right in front of me right now happening. We've got Adam McCutcheon on our property team. He is onboarding the property right now. He's on Google Maps with a property owner. So if you have unused space, if you've got property, we've had motor carriers come over to our booth while at the Mid-America Truck Show. Motor carriers who've got extra space on their yard. They can fit 10 trucks. We brought them back here. We got Chris Hardman. We got Adam McCutcheon. We got the Property Kings over here who find truck parking, and they're onboarding properties. Trucking companies, warehouses, CDL schools, RV, boat, self-storage, anything like that, especially for you guys on Instagram, any real estate people. Let me do the mic check a little bit more. We got just another RTO. What's that? Yeah, I'm just going to keep riffing and rolling. Want to connect back to what Trent Odie said, which, by the way, go to his YouTube channel. Just Google Trent Odie. That's O-D-I-E. This gentleman is a chef over the road, which I'm pretty sure he's making a video tonight to see if they can cook Kentucky Fried Chicken better than Kentucky Fried Chicken. They're going to make their own OTR Kentucky Fried Chicken, see if they can do it better than the chicken you can get at a restaurant here in Kentucky. So, I mean, he's always cooking up something good. And on that health and fitness front, we've had a lot of great stuff going on. We had Lindsey Trent, Next Gen in Trucking, Nicole Ward, African American and Women Trucking Association. Hope Zavara had a panel the other day talking big on driver health and wellness. That topic has been spread out big this entire time at the Mid-America Truck Show. We've got the Project 61 booth, which, by the way, if you use the Project 61, if you don't have the Project 61 app, go on the app or Google Play Store, get the Project 61 by Offshift. Offshift by Project 61 app. And if you use that app, you will become healthy as an over-the-road truck driver. I guarantee it. And if you need help with it, you can reach out to me, Lombard Trucking, anytime, and I've got you. Reed, you need to test some more sound?
Yeah. Okay. Let me sit down at your computer real quick. Just say some stuff.
I'm saying some stuff. This is all we've got.
Go. Okay.
But other than that, we're working on getting the sound right so we can bring just another OTR guy on here, get some more interviews, tell you about everybody's experience at the Mid-America Truck Show. Also, drop in the comments if you are coming to Mid-America Truck Show 2027. Say, hey, you know what? Maybe it's time I go to the Mid-America Truck Show in 2027. Maybe it's my time to go. Bigfoot, you doing all right over there? Oh, okay, got you.
Watch this.
I didn't know. Bigfoot was bent over there. It looked like he was about to throw up. Also, wait one. You need to unplug it from my computer?
No.
We're still live, guys. Keep hanging out. We'll be back to some regularly scheduled BSing here in just a moment. Oh, speaking of which, I talked about.
Keep going.
I was talking about we're onboarding property right now. The property that is being onboarded right in front of me is Hiram Wakeman Incorporated Trucking, owned by James G. Wakeman LLC Towing. This is a truck and towing company that is being onboarded as a truck parking club location. These are the types of people who had never before available public truck parking, which now will become available truck parking today for you drivers. I'm not sure where they are. It doesn't say the address in the back of the shirt. But
Dude, crazy. Hold on. Keep going.
all right, man, we're going to keep ripping. We're going to keep riffing. We're going to keep rolling. We're going to keep talking truck parking club. Man, the booth is busy. I just got a text message from somebody who took a picture of our booth, and they are freaking going absolutely crazy up there. But anyhow, anything else going on in the trucking news world
Hello.
out there? What's going on your end of trucking? Where are you driving today? Where are you tuning in from? Drop it in the comments below. Also, quick shout out. Every Tuesday morning, by the way, at 6 a.m. Central Time. 6 a.m. Central Time. You can tune into the Iron Minds podcast.
Hello.
It's hosted by Lombard Trucking, Trey Griggs, Nick Klingensmith, and Pedro from the Logistics Lounge. All four of us jump on every Tuesday morning, and we prioritize movement. Sometimes I'm on the bike trainer. Sometimes I'm out walking with my notorious weighted vest.
Hello.
But we are out there getting in movement at 6 a.m. Central Time, talking freight, fitness, fun, whatever, life, and just chopping it up. So we'd love to have you. If you're available at 6 a.m., use that as your opportunity to go for a run, walk, jog, stretch, any example to go ahead and get your body moving. 6 a.m., use that as your opportunity to go for a run, jog, stretch.
Testing. Hello. Sit this way. Hold on.
There we go. Looks like we just wrapped up an interview with just another OTR guy.
Okay. Hold on. Let me talk for a second here, Lombard. Sorry for the technical difficulties, everybody. The turns out microphones are a bit finicky, so we're working on it. Let me talk for a second. Okay, they're working. Okay, we're good. All right,
on up.
Just in the nick of time, baby. Here we go.
Just in the nick of time. We're ready to hit the hammer. Come on over. Come on around. We got one of the most electric personalities on TikTok right now. Bring it on downtown, brother. Go ahead.
What's up, man?
What's up, man?
How you
I'm
doing?
stoked to have you here. This man is fired up. I just got a nice injection shot along with this coffee. Tell the people, who are you? We got
Hi.
69 people tuning in live, by the way.
It's because I'm
69.
here.
Yeah, there
That's
we go.
what they like me. You know you do. I'm just another OTR guy. We're out here at Matt's in the Louisville Exposition Center in Louisville, Kentucky. And it's the last day of the truck show out here. And I decided to come this year, and I'm not disappointed in the show. It's amazing. It's like everything that you look at, shop for, want, need, with trucking, it's everything. They have a whole Milwaukee booth, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna end up spending money.
Were you tempted?
Yeah.
Yeah, getting tempted.
I need a new grease gun. And so I saw it and I was like, should I do it? I was like, no, walk away.
You do need to grease the fifth wheel.
Yes.
Well, and then
Grease your fifth wheels.
and then you also got to get underneath when you do a nice pre-trip, right? Because we're
Yep.
pre-trip.
Yep.
Every now and then you got to grease the injection points, right?
Right.
You
Absolutely.
chop them up.
All of them.
Got to keep them lubed up.
You got your driveline ones. You got everything on the front end, on your brakes, everything. And I feel like that's a highly neglected service.
Little
For
PM, yeah.
preventative maintenance. Yeah. I feel like that's super neglected because people don't want to crawl under their trucks and get in between there on the PP asphalt and stuff and get in there and do it because it's the ground's gnarly, but it's super important. You want to get your truck to 1,000,000+ miles. The only way to do it is to take care of it. Change your oil, do your preventative maintenance, your filters every weekend, drop that trailer, put some more grease on your fifth wheel. It's basic stuff, and your truck will live much longer than it would if you didn't do it.
Let's go. You can put if you want to pop the mic up a little bit further.
Oh.
So it's closer to the old chinny chin.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, you can clip it onto the hoodie too if you
Yeah,
want.
there we go.
Yeah,
I
man.
didn't know if it was gonna be too close or not.
Let's freaking let's talk trucking real quick, man, because I'd love to talk trucking, your content, what you do a little bit. Well, actually, let's hit the show. This is your first time coming to Mid America, right?
Yes.
And I mean, what kind of what made you want to come to Mid America?
You guys, actually, honestly, the main reason was I wanted to get here. I had never met any of you in person, and we've been working together and everything. And I was just like, what? I was up in Wisconsin.
Yeah, how'd you get? I was gonna say, give us the road plan.
So I've been running back and forth. I've gone through Louisville like 3 times the last week, and so I was like, oh, yes, I think this is gonna line up where I could do it. And then I got offered a load going to Mount Juliet, Lebanon, Texas or Tennessee, and I was like, perfect. It's an oversized load. So I'm actually parked at the Sellersburg, Indiana truck parking club location. I'll be making a video for that when I go back to my trailer, but it was oversized. So, you can't go out of route for it. So I dropped the trailer and came here, and I'm glad I did. I really wanted to see you guys and shake hands with everyone because you guys are also awesome.
Dude.
It's people have their opinions on paying for truck parking, but honestly, I think this is your best option as far as paid parking. You'll pay the same, sometimes more depending on the location, but usually around the same price or a little less than you would parking at TA Petro in Pilot Flying J. It's not even a question in my mind. Only I will always pick a truck parking club location over a super cramped full truck stop when you're paying the same amount of money. Instead, you could pull into the TPC location and be like, okay, there's like one other person in here.
I'm good to go. I think we were talking. I think we were talking about that yesterday about how your cortisol levels don't come down until once you know that there's already 2 trucks next to you.
Yes.
Yeah, once it,
Oh my
if
gosh.
you got an empty space next to your truck stop, you gotta.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
You cannot relax until they're on both sides, because you see that one spot and you're like, oh man, he's gonna have to really cut it to get in here.
Yep, you're just waiting for it.
Makes you so nervous you can't relax until you're boxed in all the way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Man, so let's go into a little bit about just another RTR guy first. Actually, yeah, let's hit a little bit of trucking. How long you been trucking?
I've been trucking, I think, just under 10 years, or right around 10 years.
What were you doing
Something
before?
like that.
What were you doing before you got behind the wheel?
Oh, everything. Yeah, I was a crane operator for a while. I used my GI Bill to get my crane operator's license, and that didn't really work out as far. I got one job and they replaced me because I was making too much, and they wanted to pay someone half the price
Oh yeah.
and do it. And after that, I went to go apply at a bunch of other, mobile crane places and everything. And they all said, "You have your CDL? No, please go get your CDL and call us back." Because they don't want a crane operator and a truck driver. They want you to drive that truck to the job site and then hop in the crane and do the job. And so I was like, all right, still had some GI Bill left. Let's go to a CDL school in Dallas, and did that. TMC Transportation. Whoop, whoop. They came and recruited. Like that. We did it, and so went off, on the down the trucking road, so to speak.
Let's go. So
Yeah.
you got the jump start at TMC, right, in the open deck.
Yep.
And but what you got now? You got some sweet wheels now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do what I can.
Yeah. What kind of rig you're pulling?
I've got a 2002 Peterbilt 379 with a 132-inch ARIC. So I got a toilet and a shower now.
Yeah, you got an Airbnb on wheels is what you got.
And it's big. I mean, it's large. It's, there's obviously much larger super sleepers, but the difference of going from a regular, I think my T680 was like a 63-inch or something. Just having that, you sit down driving, and then you park, and then you stand up, and you take a step, and then you sit on the bed, or you're either sitting or laying on the bed, and that's it, and that's your space. And I started to feel like I started to get claustrophobic almost, not literally where I'm like in the truck going, ah! Get me out of here. But no, it wasn't like that. It's just a mental thing where I felt like I couldn't breathe, I couldn't relax, and my mom actually sent me the link to the truck that I have now that was posted on Facebook Marketplace. And it was a real cool guy, Scott from Bennett. If you ever see this, thanks for that, buddy.
Bennett's here on deck. We
Oh
love
yeah,
Bennett.
they are. They got a nice truck. What is that over there? Or something real nice.
Got
truck.
one over there. They got the Goose outside. They got
Yeah,
Bennett comes in heavy.
yeah. And that's crazy too, because it is not cheap to have a show truck. Not cheap.
No,
But
it's like owning real estate.
yeah, it's crazy. Some of these trucks, if you haven't ever been to the show, I recommend it, because it's just like a candy store. You're walking around and it's just cool stuff everywhere. And if you appreciate trucks, it's the place to be, for sure.
Oh yeah, I feel like anytime I come in here, as soon as I see the chrome, the way it's chromed out in that parking lot, I feel like I'm 10 years old. Like,
Eyes gloss over and start skipping.
yeah, literally, I'm just like buzzing around, walking, freaking like, let's go see this one, see that, yeah. And it's
Yeah.
like I just immediately want to take pictures and videos.
I just
And
did
it's
that.
like-
I took like 12 videos out there.
It's
Oh my God, look at this one. Oh, it's a mini watermelon lights. Whoa. Yeah.
shit, yeah, it'll freaking you just totally. It's like seeing the ice cream truck. You just want to freaking chase after.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Fun.
so I mean, speaking of Bennett, though, you're leased on with Landstar, right?
Yes.
How's it going? How's it going with Landstar?
Landstar is going good. It was real slow the last year, something like that. You know, we have on our load board, you can do filters for what you're looking for, max weight, you know, width, all that. And so I had it to where, you know, a lot of people say with this big bunk, oh yeah, but you know, yeah, it's nice to have a shower and a toilet, but now you can't haul anything. That's not true. It's not true at all. I can haul about 42.5, which is plenty heavy for me as far as standard freight goes. I'm more of a haul it light and get paid the same amount as the 40 something thousand pound load. It just, I mean, I've got plenty of motor now. That truck has a 550 horsepower C15 6NZ, and it's got plenty of juice, but I just prefer the light. You know, it makes it where there's less wear and tear on your truck. You get better fuel economy, you know, all that. I'll still haul heavy, but if I have a preference, it's that. Until I actually transition to heavy haul, where the whole point is heavy and where you get paid money.
The Buka Bug. So you're under a load right now. What are you moving right now?
It's a transformer. It's, I think it was, it's 11 wide, 26,000 pounds, and 9 feet tall. So it's as far as oversized stuff goes, it's pretty simple. But it's, you know, they're paying decent. Like I was saying, Landstar's board, everything has been improving a lot. You know, last year, probably about this time last year, it was, you do your filter in whatever location, and it would be like 24 loads available. And most of them went to California or Oregon or something, all the places people don't want to go. And I looked on the search for it a couple of days ago, and there was 970 loads available, over $3 a mile. And I was like, okay, I hope this keeps going because this is nice. I've got more options than I can process now. I looked at that board and I was like, it's a little overwhelming, honestly. Should I take this one or this one or this one or this one? It makes it difficult. But Landstar's been good to me and my family. The sky is the limit with them. And that's the thing, especially with specialized and heavy haul.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can do, the sky's the limit. It really is. They, you know, that's the thing I liked about them, is that you work at whatever company and they have their customers and whatever load board they pull broker freight off of. And that's it. You know, you have your, it's kind of like a capped salary almost, where there's only so much you can do. And what I like with Landstar is that exact thing. You could make $1 million a year with Landstar. You know, you just have to obviously have the right equipment and experience, but it can just keep going up. And that's why I like it.
Let's go.
It's nice.
So you'd recommend Landstar for some people right now?
I would, but most importantly, I know everybody kind of thinks like, I know what I'm doing. You need to know what you're doing if you go to Landstar.
Mm-hmm.
Because Landstar really is sink or swim. It's you go there and you don't get any help. Nobody's doing anything for you. And their phone systems are pretty tough right now. They changed to some AI thing, and it is. You used to be able to call a number and get right on the phone with someone basically, and now it's like 30, 40 minutes, whatever. But you know, I haven't had to call because things just pretty much, you're just kind of doing your own thing. And when you have to call, it's a little bit of an inconvenience, but I'm pretty patient. It doesn't like, man, screw this place. But yeah, I like it. I recommend it, but you have to be self-sufficient. You have to be able to. I thought I was good. I got this. I had never, booked my own freight, and the first year was real tough. I didn't know anybody, didn't have any contacts.
Was that your first year as like owner operator?
No,
So was
I
it-
had been an owner operator for 3 or 4 years before, but with the company that dispatch your loads for you.
Yeah.
And where they call and be like, "Hey, I got this one. Do you get anything else?" No. All right, I'll go. And that was it. And they did everything. And, you know, in Landstar, you're looking up, booking, everything. And a very common mistake, somebody will look at a load and go, "Ooh, you know, it pays $3-4 a mile," and it goes out to like northwestern Nebraska or something.
Yep.
And then now you're stuck. People don't think about their reload. And now you've got a deadhead 6-8 hours to get somewhere that actually has freight. And you look on the board, even so, after driving 6-8 hours, and you know, it's too late in the day now. All the good freight's gone.
Yeah, everything's gone.
Everyone's closed, and you're like, shit. You have to wait till the next day, and then next day comes, and you realize the area you're at still doesn't really have anything good, and it can make for a really bad.
Yeah.
And that's I did it. I did it multiple times in that first year, where I was just saw money, went, didn't think through my plan.
Yeah, you make your bed, you got to lay in it now.
Yep.
That's what you got to do.
And that's a big thing with Landstar.
Let's go. I mean, besides Landstar, you're a content guy, man. You
Yeah,
got to
I'm
take
trying. I'm not super big, but you know, partnering with you guys, and everything. That's what I'm trying to network.
Mhm.
So if you see just another OTR guy on TikTok and YouTube, I think that's all I got for my channel as of right now. I should do like an Instagram and stuff too, but I had been struggling for several years on just getting up the nerve to film content. I always felt embarrassed. Yeah, seriously, I would, you know, you gotta hold your phone out or get a tripod or something.
Yeah,
You just feel like a dork.
yeah,
Yeah.
walking around like this.
Hey, you guys. Welcome to my channel. Smash that like. Oh, I should be looking there. Hey, you guys. But it just felt awkward. And so, you know, I let my TikTok, you know, just do nothing for years. And I finally, in the last like year, started actually really trying. And YouTube, same thing. It's tough. Trucking's a tough niche. There's not a bunch of sexy, you know, content where you can get millions of followers and
Mhm.
stuff like that, unless you have a really good, you know, gimmick.
Yeah, know what you
Yeah.
like the dancing truck. I mean,
Yeah,
he
exactly.
dances.
Exactly.
You know, Larry Cothran, he's basically a comedian. You
Yeah,
know,
Larry.
He's right. You know, he writes. You know, he's basically got skits in his mind, and he just like he's a comedian. Like,
Yeah.
and so it's like
Yeah,
and
he's great.
he's-
I saw you did a video with him here, didn't you?
yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah, he was over
Yeah.
here.
And that's the type of thing. And it's also just been building up trying to build up the personality's there.
Yeah.
I've got it, but it's putting that into content is where I struggle.
Yeah, how
Because
do
I get shy almost.
how do I introduce myself to the
Yep.
world so much?
Yep.
Because you're not physically talking to somebody to where you can like show your personality. You're essentially talking to a stranger. You're almost talking to yourself, and you got to do it. But you do a good job at it, man.
I
You
try.
you freaking let it fly.
Yeah. I give it a go.
Mhm.
Trying. So, we got 83 people in.
83 people. I can't see who's on LinkedIn though. I know we got a couple of normally we get some comments churning in. Some people would like to either talk some smack. I know, like I said, Ralph said he had to check out of his hotel to wait to go back to the yard. He said he's hoping his truck is fixed, but it's bet not. He better not. He doesn't want to lose his CVSA sticker.
Oh yeah.
You got to keep on that CVSA sticker.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
shows like my truck's in good shape.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a don't
Please
pull,
don't mess with me, Mr. DOT.
that's a don't pull me over badge.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. And that's definitely a downside. For
If you got to replace your windshield.
yeah. Like, can you just peel it? Use some super glue or something. Just leave it there, please.
Actually, speaking of that CVSA sticker and DOT, what have you gotten bugged by DOT at all?
No. I know. I just screwed myself. This is
What
plastic.
is plastic.
No. I don't know what to knock on. All right.
There we go. Hand me that button real quick. Yeah, this is the good luck charm. We'll listen. There we go.
Perfect. Knocking on wood. But I have been harassed by DOT in the past. But since I got this truck, and I know I'm screwing myself over right here. I swear. It's gonna be, I'm gonna leave here and I'm gonna get an inspection. But since I got that new truck in the last year, it's been somewhat smooth. And I know my time will come again. My ticket will get punched for inspections and everything, but it's been okay. And I'm trying to lean on that. Like, look at my nice truck. What's up, guys? Hey,
Roll back on it.
yeah, yep. What's up, man? Hey, I'm looking good, right? Yep. Have a nice day. Can I go?
You'll get it there, the super sleepers. Well, hey, man, I know we got Shimon Spencer on deck. Anything else you want to leave on the track for the people? Anything else you want to let loose? Let the air out of the tires a little bit? Anything else on your mind a little bit? A little bit?
I don't think so. I'm in a pretty good mood. It's been a fun last day, and the only thing I have a list. So, truck parking club. People like to bitch and complain. Can I curse?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, it's a little late for that.
It's Saturday, baby.
People like to complain about having to pay for parking, and it drives me nuts listening to these people talk about how mad they are about having to pay for parking. And they'll say, I'm unfollowing you, or I boycott any place that has truck parking. And I honestly, I look at it like it's a very useful tool, to the point where I'll prefer truck parking club locations over regular truck stops now. One, for the obvious reason, not getting your hood taken off or anything
Like mine was.
that. Did you lost the hood?
Yeah, at a truck stop in Iowa.
It makes me so angry when that happens. It's like, dude, just pay attention. Stop. Get out and look. It's on all of your mirrors for a reason. Go. Get out and look. Just do it. It's not super hard to be careful. And that's very important. But as far as the truck parking club goes, it just makes more sense to me to use these extra areas that are more peaceful, more quiet, and safer as far as it goes. Right now my trailer is in a locked trucking company's yard right now. Truck parking club gave me the combo to their lock, so I can get in and out of their yard, and it's locked with cameras all over the building. And I don't know how people would have an issue with it. You're paying $20, $25, $30 at big chain truck stops now.
Mm-hmm.
What's the issue with paying $15 or $20 at a truck parking club location, where it's like night and day of the chaos of the truck stop, and we're creeping really fast into summertime, but you know what I'm talking about? Hot asphalt in the truck stop smells like pee-pee.
We know that smell.
Yeah, it's baking on the asphalt. I hate it here.
Oh yeah, I know that smell real well.
Yep.
People used to comment on my videos. They'd be like, "How do you do push-ups in the parking lot?"
Yeah.
And so I didn't know, because I'd set out this like crusty yoga mat that I had, and I'd do freaking crunches and push-ups and stuff. They'd be like, "I'm not even giving you credit for working out. I'm giving you credit for being on that freaking pavement, dude."
I do that when I work on the truck too. People, how do you do that? Just gotta not think about it.
Yep.
Just do it.
Use the shower credit.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But hey, man, we appreciate you freaking coming on here.
Yeah, man.
Let you enjoy the rest of the show.
Yes, sir.
Let's get after it.
All right, buddy.
Let's have a Saturday. Got the mic back from you. I think we got Shimon doing a quick interview.
I love you, hon, to my wife. If you're here, if you're watching still, I love you. I love the rest of you too. All right. Later, buddy.
Oh, man, you keep it lit, man. You keep it lit. That was Just Another OTR Guy. You need to find him. Follow him on TikTok, YouTube. Just Another OTR Guy. But he isn't just another OTR guy. He's really the OTR guy myself. But hey, we got the man, the myth, the legend, Grinding
about
Gears
legend.
himself.
What's going on?
Let's go, brother. If you want to clip it on to
Sure.
the let's go. I didn't keep you waiting long, right?
No, not at all.
All right. You been hanging out?
Yeah, it's a fun show. It's a lot of people.
Let's go. Introduce yourself, by the way. We got a good crowd coming in live
Oh,
on
do we?
a Saturday. Yeah, I can't see the LinkedIn, but yeah, we got a lot of people on
Oh, we got
Twitter.
a lot of people on here.
Yeah, got 86 freaking tuning in, jiving on a Saturday.
Sweet.
Little Matt's Famos. Introduce yourself, brother.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Grinding Gears. Got a YouTube channel, Grind, the letter N, and the word Gears. We have our 1983 Freightliner cab over here at the show, actually.
Oof.
Yeah.
1983.
1983.
Where's it at, by the way?
It's at the 10-4 truck insurance booth by the food court.
Okay, duly noted. So if you're at the show now, you're watching somehow 10-4 Truck Insurance Booth, 1983
Freightliner cab over.
Freightliner cab over. There we go. Where did you find that?
I found that truck. So that truck's been following me around for the past couple of years. So I saw it on Marketplace when a local church in the Houston area was selling it. And I saw it. It caught my attention, but it didn't have the Detroit 11.1 engine I wanted in it. So I said, okay. But it had everything else. It had the dual stacks already on there. It had Jake brake, 13 speed. But I wanted one with a full sleeper. And I wanted one with a Detroit in it. Mine has a Cummins. So I saw the church selling it. I said, I'll pass on it. So then somebody bought it from the church, and then that person posted it for sale. And I was like, oh, there it is again. I said, okay, I'll pass. Then that person somebody bought it, and then that person sold it. I'm like, okay, not yet. And then I saw it like 12 miles from my house. You know, as big. I live in the Houston area.
Man, this thing was literally
Yeah.
following.
Yeah, and I live way out in the country, like an hour and a half outside of Houston. And that truck ended up like 12 miles from where I parked my truck at. So I said, okay, all right, it's meant to be. So I went ahead and got the truck off the guy, and she's been with us ever since, and she's drawing a lot of attention.
Let's
So
go.
I'm about to start building that truck.
You're going to start building it. Where are you guys going to build it?
He said, where or when?
Both.
Both, where and when. So my buddy, FSC Truck, he's a YouTuber out of Wisconsin. So the truck is currently back and forth from his shop. He's putting the work into it. Here, hopefully after the show, we might go to Large Cars and Guitars and the Houston show coming up in July. And so hopefully one of those shows will have her up and going. But Four State Trucks is actually sponsoring the build on it. So the stacks, the chrome, anything that we need for that truck, they're going to be supplying it.
Good to know, which I'm pretty sure we should definitely be at Large Cars. I know Hunter will be there.
Okay.
It's hard for me to get out there. It's in Bristol. But I know Texas Trucking Show in July.
Mhm.
We were there last year. I don't see a reason why we're not this year. We're connected with a lot of great carriers, great people from there. It's a great place to be.
Mhm.
I think you got somebody looking. Do you know that guy over there? He's pointing at you
Oh, we got people all everywhere.
everywhere. He's always looking out.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, man. So let's tell us about yourself real quick, man. So what came first, the content or the trucking? How'd you get into trucking?
So I'm what people would call a COVID driver. So my dad was a truck driver, all throughout my childhood, grew up in a truck. And I was in the music business coming out of my teens, going into my college years and into my early adulthood. But I was in the music business. That was my dream. That's what I was pursuing. But when COVID hit, of course, concerts out the window. My wife and I also had a music lessons company. That went out the window during COVID. So we came at our wits' end, and it's like, what are we going to do? I'm like, well, the only thing that's going to be lucrative during a pandemic like this is trucking. And being a second gen, I know the business. And so I went up, got my CDL, did the company thing for a year, and then became an owner operator over at Landstar. Did that for a couple of years, and now we are with Gentry and Sons.
Love it, man. You're over at Gentry and Sons now. How's that going?
Oh, it's going great. Never a dull moment over
Yeah.
at Gentry and Sons.
What do you got? What are you mainly moving? You're doing a lot of boats and stuff, right?
Yes, so boats. I might pull up to the yard. He's like, hey, grab that step deck and go grab some concrete. Here pretty soon, we'll be doing some heavy hauling. pretty soon. So a lot of growth over there.
Let's go. Loving it. What's been your favorite part about the show so far?
My favorite part about the show is the one-on-one interaction with the subscribers. That is my favorite part about the show, because people are, I mean, you see comments all the time. You know, you kind of every now and then see people like at a truck stop, but you're moving pretty quick. But here, we're actually here, intentionally here for the people. And it's good to actually sit down, hang out, and have a one-on-one conversation. And not only just me between the subscribers, but people amongst themselves. And you might see somebody with the same name tag as you, the same company, and you sit down and have a conversation. You know, it's a way to get the family involved, to see the trucks. Having my cab over here is bringing a lot of nostalgia for a lot of these drivers coming through here.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's what I grew up in. I drove that first kind of truck. You know, it's just the interaction.
Yeah.
You know, I've been coming to Matt since I was about 12 years old or so. My dad had a company, a safety awareness program. And I've been coming to Matt since I was a kid.
That was my next question. I was going to say, how many mats is this for you? But
Yeah.
you're a veteran.
I'm a veteran. But I took a few years off just being in the music industry, didn't have an interest in trucking. But as of recently with the YouTube thing, Matt's been keeping us really busy.
Yeah. No, that's
Sure.
good, man. So, yeah, you were here, how many years in a row has it been?
Oh, this is our third year, I believe.
Third year
Actually,
in a row.
my very first YouTube deal came out. I started YouTube 3 years ago at Matt's.
At Mass.
So this is my 3-year anniversary with YouTube.
Awesome, man. And so, but first time one of your trucks is here.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, you've got a lot of people coming over, nostalgia. Well, I mean, what was that process like bringing it to Matt's? How did that feel? Like, what was kind of the logistics behind getting a truck here, especially inside versus outside?
Inside, right. So literally all this happened last minute. So leaving Matt's last year, I kept telling myself, I'm going to have a truck in that show somehow. I don't know how it's going to happen. We're going to make it happen. But over the past year, I exhausted all my resources trying to get the truck in here. But literally about 3 weeks before the show, I get a phone call from my sponsor, Tim Ford. You know, like, hey, we got offered a bigger booth. Do you want to bring your truck down?
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, yeah, sure. So we worked out the logistics of it. My buddy FSC Trucking had the truck in his shop. So he threw it up on his RGN. We got it down here and drove it inside halfway around the building. Transmission decided to be inoperable. And so we were able to be creative to get it in here, but we drove it on in and got her set up. And she's been a showpiece ever since.
Dude, let's go.
Mhm.
We love to hear it. It's green too.
Yes, it's
Right?
green.
Yep.
Can't miss it.
Green machine, can't miss it. Over at the 10-4 truck insurance booth. So, I mean, I want to hear a little bit about your content story. I mean, you started driving 2020, COVID. What made you be like, you know what? I'm gonna just start filming myself. What anybody inspire you? What kind of inspired you to make content?
Yeah, so coming into trucking, of course, YouTube was my go-to, just to kind of get an idea of how the trucking industry is now. Because like I said, my dad was a 70s, 80s trucker.
Mhm.
So that's what I knew. I didn't know 2020 trucking. So I tell people the only two things I had to learn when I got in the truck at CDL school was how to work an E-log, because I knew a log book. I didn't know what an E-log was, and how to work an automatic truck. Those are like the two things I had to learn coming into CDL school, because the industry's completely changed from back when I remember as a child. And so when I came into it, my buddy Just Trucking is the one. I met him at Mass a couple of years ago.
Shout out.
Yeah, big shout out to Just
Is he
Trucking.
here?
He's not this year.
Oh, man.
Not this year. Yeah, he met me last year, 3 years ago, and he said, "Hey, I think you'd be good for YouTube. We should do it." And I was like, "Yeah." But you know, I've been on camera before for the music stuff. I'm taking a break from it. But my wife had been telling me for years, you know, you should do YouTube. You should do YouTube. And so it took Just Truck, and she's behind the camera laughing at me. But it took him showing me just the numbers behind it and the logistics of it. And I kind of got the confidence to go ahead and do it. And it's just it took us a month to get monetized. You know, we started posting videos. I posted every day for the past 3 years, Monday through Thursday, going live on Saturdays. But at the beginning, it took us only a month to get monetized.
Yeah.
And that's really, unheard of unless you just, just God's favorite child.
Yeah, it's really, sometimes it's like the lottery, sometimes it's like
Right.
whatever. But I've heard, especially with YouTube, consistency's king. Like you just tell the story. Like,
Right.
Just tell your story.
Right.
We call it authenticity maxing. You just you
Right.
just tell your story and you just keep being yourself. You
Right.
just follow that day in the life. Because people, not everybody's going to make content, but People need to find something relatable to, especially in this industry. I remember, like, anytime you want information about anything, especially as people get in this industry, what are they looking for? Who to drive for? Money, experience. And so, like, you can find countless videos and you'll watch them all. People will deep dive them. Like, if somebody's looking to lease on the Landstar,
Right.
if you search lease on the Landstar, they're going to hit your video along the way.
And that's the point I was making, is that these guys that I used to watch coming into trucking are now guys that we talk on the phone almost every day. You know, so kind of watching those guys kind of inspired. It was an inspiration, but it wasn't a want to get into the YouTube thing. But it took Justin kind of seeing that in me, but I already knew what to kind of relate on with, you know, watching these guys already. So I was able to kind of study their content to see what they're doing to kind of put my own twist on.
Let's go.
You know? So it just took grinding
Grinding and grinding gears.
Yes, exactly.
And with grinding gears, I mean, what's the next couple of years looking like for you, Wes? I mean, you got this truck. You seem like a guy with a plan. That's the thing. You're intentional with your content, intentional with what you do. I mean, you left Matt's last year. You said, I'm having a truck next year. Like, no matter what. It's straight man, and we're big manifest believers here. The Lombard, at least on the Lombard trucking side, but Truck Parking Club too. Definitely, our CEO. We got to speak it into existence. What's the next couple of years looking like for you? What's
You
going
know
on?
what? I have learned to stop making plans and just let it happen. You know, because every time we make plans, either something, you know, is a stumbling block in a way, or something bigger and better comes along. You know, so right now I'm just kind of in default and just, you know, looking at the playing field before I pass the ball, you know, onto the next plan. Do I need to hand it off? Do I need to throw a touchdown pass? And so right now I'm just kind of standing still to figure out, okay, like what's going on. You know, 'cause my plan was to be at Landstar for the next couple of years until I get a phone call from Gentry and sound like, hey, come on, give it up. Come on over here. So right now I'm just kind of at a standstill, just kind of figuring out, just kind of in default mode and handling what I got in front of me before we move on to the next thing.
Yeah, it's time. Yeah, get the first down yardage.
Right,
Get the first
exactly.
down yardage. Keep moving the ball
Right.
down the field.
Right.
Nothing.
Right
crazy.
now I'm just handing it off.
Yeah.
You know, not passing it as of yet, but we're just trying to figure out the little things right now.
Let's go.
Right now it's like, do we put this truck to work or do we just use it for shows? You know, stuff like that. And then even at the show, opportunities have presented themselves left and right. So we came to the show with one plan. Meanwhile, bigger opportunities, a complete left field to come along. Oh, well, that's actually a good idea too. So right now we're just in default mode, just trying to figure out where we want to move next.
Absolutely. And I want to give a quick shout. I mean, we had my good friend Trent Odie came over here earlier. He had gotten his, this is his first time at Matt's. He met his first sponsor for his YouTube content. His channel does well. He does cooking. What, who was your first sponsor on the Grinding Gears? Who was the first one to give you a shot? Are they here at Matt's? I mean,
Yes.
and you can give any of your sponsors a shout out because these guys
Sure.
are here at the show.
Right.
I mean, yeah, let's show them some love.
Yeah, so Mighty Products was my very first sponsor. They sent me an email when my channel was very, very small. So Mighty Products looked out for us first. 10-4 Truck Insurance is here. Green APU is here. Merit Products is here. Four State Trucks is here. And then we have a few more sponsors here kind of in the background who are waiting for their spotlight. Beam Truck Parts. They sell lights and stuff. They're here as well, but they're all over the place. We love them.
Let's go. Now, when it comes to Four States, let's give them a plug real quick. What? So Four States. What's the pitch?
Yes. So
Four
Four States, they're not only a chrome company anymore. They're not just doing bumpers and grills and stacks. Now they're selling truck parts, and that's where they've been kind of beneficial towards us. Like last year, my turbo locked up on me on my truck. I got a text, "Hey, need a turbo?" Yeah, sure. So they overnight me a turbo. So turbos, alternators, what do you call them? Any kind of reservoirs you need, any kind of seals you need. They just helped my buddy FSE Trucking build his complete trailer with parts and brakes and all that kind of stuff. So they have been looking out, definitely for us. And of course, we can't forget my favorite sponsor, Truck Parking Club. You guys. And I apologize on behalf of my channel. You guys reached out to me a couple of years ago and said, hey, can we do something, blah, blah, blah. But being a truck driver, it is annoying to have to pay for parking. So I didn't believe in the product, so I'm not going to promote something I don't believe in. And so I told you guys no. He reached out to me again months later. I still said no. Then I was somewhere. I needed parking last minute, and you all came into mind. And my buddy, Daddy Rabbit Trucking
Shout
with
out.
Rich. Yep, shout out to Richard. He reached out to me. Hey, let's use Truck Parking Club, and so I used it one time, and I said, okay, that was pretty convenient. All right, cool. Then I used it a second time. I put myself in a bad situation, and I needed parking last minute. Clock's running out, and I used it a second time. I said, okay, all right, I see where the product comes in handy. And then Richard told me about the promo codes. I said, oh, okay, I see the vision now. So then you guys reached out to me again, and this time I said, I'm not passing up this opportunity. And so now I see the product, I believe in the product because it's helped me out several times come out of clutch.
It's awesome,
So
man.
big shout out to you guys for sure.
Appreciate the plug, brother.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's what it's a tool for the tool belt. And to be fair, the first person to reach out to Grinding Gears wasn't me. So I do.
I didn't tell you no.
Yeah.
But is that person here? Do you know who it was?
Oh
maybe?
no, that was somebody else. I believe that was like maybe like an agency or something. Or
Ah,
somebody
gotcha. Okay.
who was doing that.
But was
So-
it you that reached out the last time? On
The most
TikTok?
recently.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that
most
was you.
recently.
Okay. See, I tell him you
Yeah.
can't say no to this man. He's very convincing.
Well, I'm a big proponent. What we do at Truck Parking Club is help people win. We want people to win. We want to, be there for them, be there for the industry best we can. Me personally, my entire philosophy is helping people win at any cost, helping drivers win, whether that's through just being their friend, health and fitness, whatever, being the literally I like to call myself the David Goggins in your pocket, so to speak. And that's
You
what it
guys are
is.
super resourceful. You guys would not believe. Like I'll just be driving around, minding my own business, and I'll get a random text from Lombard saying, "Hey, how's your day going?" Just out of nowhere, out of the blue. Oh, it was going good. Okay, glad to hear it. Just out of nowhere, not planned. Just no intentions behind it, no motive behind it. Hey, how's it going today? Oh, it's going cool. Okay, great to hear it, and keep it moving. So we do appreciate that from you guys too.
Yeah,
It goes
and-
a long way.
Well, we know you're. We just had Trent on, and we were talking. Being a driver and me being over the road myself, like you can sometimes be caught out on a little island,
Mhm.
and it's just like those little things. And that's something I've been intentional with the past couple of years, especially with just like friends from high school and other people, maybe from other people from
Right.
college, other drivers I've met along the way. It's just like that little. Even if sometimes there'll be a voice note, but just like hey man, or I'll even send a text, and sometimes people might think it's weird, but I'll jump on, I'll send somebody, I'll be like, hey dude, just randomly thought about you today, just to send it out there. And those little personal touches mean a whole lot. Big shout out to Diana. We started last week at our location. We're so excited.
There you go.
Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. We got the daily lumper on here. It says hustle, man. God bless. Daily lumper. I wonder if they know you.
Hey,
Maybe they know you.
you
But-
guys I'm just here soaking in you guys' fame. I'm starstruck right now.
Hey, man. I mean, we like to bring it in. We talked about it. We talked to Truck Stop yesterday, and they've kind of seen and my first time coming to Matt's when I was driving here, I was pulling RGN for Warren. I mean,
Oh wow.
Evan was here, and he had maybe 2 signs and really flew under the radar, and we're just pounding the pavement. And how this, how we've grown. We just hit 4,700 locations, and like what's happened over the years, and how you've kind of seen the product develop. We have the booth here. We have the cab over outside to kind of let people know, like, we are here. Like, we're just as much a part of this industry as
Right.
Truck Stop at DAT and some of these other legacy guys that are around that were here. We're pitched in. I mean, we have the head of our customer care team. She's a 20+ year trucker who has made herself known to people in a lot of ways. Of, hey, we're here. We're a part of it now. And we're not going anywhere. So appreciate those words.
Thank
man.
you. And actually, can I make a proposition to you guys?
So-
On air, in
Let's
front
see.
of everybody.
Let's let it out. What do we got?
So you all have a cab over out there, right?
We got
I
it.
got a cab over here.
Developed by Chad Keegan. Chad
Shout-
Keegan brought it to life.
shout out to him.
Shout out Chad.
We need to race those 2 cab overs
Oh,
one of these days. Not today. My transmission's messed up. Not today. But one of these days, the next time we have these trucks both at a show, we need to get some content on us racing those cab overs. What do y'all think in the comments there?
yeah. Drop in the comments. Should Grinding Gears go against? I don't even know if we have a name for our truck yet. I don't know if your truck has a name.
Euphoria.
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 Oh, I love that name. That's a freaking.
Are you familiar with the whole Kendrick and Drake diss, the back and
Oh
forth,
yeah.
and that song Euphoria?
Mhm.
It was a shout out to the haters.
Oh, we loved it. Yeah, inject that right into my veins right there. I love. Yeah, that's freaking fires me up. We're gonna really have to coin something good on that. We should definitely race. Chad will have to be the guy who races though.
Oh no,
Yeah.
if that's the case, never mind.
That's okay. Maybe it'll be me then. All right, it might be me. Well, we'll get the. I'll flip it on there. I know. See, I've never driven I've floated 18 speeds. 13 speed can't be any. Something
y'all
too
have in it?
different. But that's got a 13 speed.
Oh, yes, same thing.
Yeah. So I mean, it's virtually the same. We'll see if I can get that thing rolling strong.
You need to get your hair rolling in the wind with the windows down.
Play back. I'll get the headband. On. I'll have to be sticking out the window, getting it done.
Yeah, I
we
hope
might-
you just you're used to looking at cold in front of you. Y'all have your windshield wipers. That's all you're going to see in front of you is the cold that we're rolling in front of you.
when we get dusted.
Yeah, when you get dusty.
Let's go, man. Anything else you want to leave out for the crowd? Anything else you want to let people know? Some philosophy, some.
Sure. Just you guys be safe out there. It's getting crazy. As us as truck drivers, make sure you're safe. Make sure you're smart. Make sure you're being intentional about your health. This guy's a huge advocate for that. And then just call somebody. It gets lonely out there on the road. Call family. Check in on family. Make sure that you're very well taken care of. Self-care goes a long way. Just make sure that you're taking care of yourself, taking care of your family, and that we're out here trucking. I tell my family, you're the reason I started. You're the reason I'll end it. So just make sure you're taking care of yourself, taking care of your family, and then make sure if you need truck parking anywhere, you hit up these guys, for sure.
Let's go. We love it, man. We'll let you get back to enjoying the show,
Yes, sir.
brother.
Thank
Thanks
y'all
for
so
stopping
much.
by.
Yes, sir.
And again, go subscribe. Grinding Gears on YouTube. He's there for you. I'll grab the mic back for you. There we go. Hey, man. Thanks for going out.
No problem. No
Yeah,
problem.
we'll see you
I need a
soon.
chain like that too.
Oh, yeah, we got you. Ask Hunter, man. He's got you. And up next, guys, we got the Corvette couple coming on for the next about 30 minutes. And we got Trucker Todd on deck after that, by the way. I see you. And Todd, you need anything? You're getting set up? All right, sweet. Come on down. We got the Corvette couple coming. You can bring a second chair, too, if you want. It's up to you, unless one of you wants to stand. Yeah. Either way. We got plenty of room. We got plenty of room over here. You guys will have to share the mic, though. So if you guys aren't following, these guys are one of the most interesting people you'll follow in the trucking world because they're trucking while they're also doing car show stuff. Call themselves. You can bring that third chair in, too. By the way, you guys have to share the mic or whatever.
We're used to sharing everything.
There we go. Yeah, you guys freaking live together.
We
Share a
do.
lot of spaces here.
I don't know. You can tuck it behind there.
Somebody left their helicopter.
Don't leave it around for too long. There's some scoundrels around.
I know there's some peeps.
There we go.
I want a helicopter.
There we go. Everybody fits in here.
Come in here, baby. I love you.
Come in. Look at that. The Corvette couple, by the way. And we got a good crowd tuning in for freaking. We got a great Saturday vibes coming on.
Yeah, Saturday's huge here right now.
Oh my gosh, it's crazy out there.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's nuts out there, Matt. It's nuts on the live stream. We got a lot of people dropping in. Like I said, drop a comment wherever you're tuning in from. This is where I guess we look at them too. I know it's
We do, but
confusing
I
on the
want to be
screen.
nosy and see the comments too.
Yeah, I want to see what
Lombard's
everybody's
over
going on.
here hoarding everything.
I know. Yeah, making sure everybody's dusting. But let's go, man. I mean, tell us, who are you guys? Who's the Corvette couple? Tell the fam.
So we're
I'm
the
like, we
Corvette
are the
couple. I was a 35-year automotive technician. Spent most of my time as a Corvette specialist, and a dream of mine was always to drive truck. We ended up finding that opportunity about 2 years ago. We moved to Las Vegas, and she was like, "Well, what do you want to do now that we're relocated? Do you want to go work for somebody, one of these custom shops out here?" I said, I think I want to go bend a wheel for a while, and here we are on the road.
Yep. So I said, I'm coming too, and we're going to see America. And that's how we met you guys, because we get to stop in places that, are unconventional truck stops or places that we would normally get to stop. And we've got to see so many great parts of getting out of the truck and
We have,
adventuring. So
yeah, we've been New York, Chicago,
Florida.
Florida. We're gonna be heading back to Tennessee again.
Yep.
She
Yep.
wants to go to Dollywood.
I have to go to Dollywood. It's
Dollywood.
on the list. Have
I
you
want to go
been?
to Grace.
I haven't been to Dollywood yet.
Okay, we're taking Lombard.
All right. that'd be
Yeah.
fun.
I'm gonna have to go. Yeah, I got to go to Dollywood. I got to check out Gatlinburg. Got to check out Pigeon Forge.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All,
Yeah.
all those great. Those are great
We
areas.
drive
right
through
there.
there. Yeah, we drive through that pretty frequently.
All
and
the
there's-
time.
You guys got some good parking available out there.
You do. You have some great parking out
Yep.
there. So that's us. We're a couple that's on the road full time, and I don't drive. He does all the driving. I do all the planning.
We bring to you the on our social media. We bring to you the nice side of driving. The
Yeah,
side that we
the
can't get
fun
out and go
side.
see stuff. The park your truck, stretch your legs, and go see what this country we've been driving.
You posted one of the funniest videos we've seen since we got here, by the way. Reed and I, where we laughed for like a good, almost a straight minute about pulling the plastic truck up
At
to
a
the
truck
truck- at a
show.
truck
So
show.
Yeah.
we drive a 2026 T680. Obviously, everyone calls you the plastic mafia out there, the
Yep.
plastic guys out
Yep.
there. Where, yeah, it's the sound from a popular TikTok sound right now.
Yep.
The good morning, my neighbors.
Yeah, yep. It's from Coming to America, but it really feels like that. And the thing is it doesn't matter what you drive. If you're making money, you're happy, you're doing what you love. At the end of the day, everybody is some form of trucking or trucking establishment. So, but yeah, there's definitely some of that. I don't mind that we drive a plastic truck, and
Nah,
I
it's
will
not-
poke fun at it too.
Yeah, with that being said, nobody's been like, "Oh, you're not a real truck driver." 'cause
Yeah,
you don't
no,
drive
we've
a
never
lawnmower."
gotten that.
No, we
No.
get none of that. So everybody here is super accepting. Some beautiful custom trucks out there.
Oh, so many.
Yeah.
Have you been out? You guys have, because you got that beautiful
Yeah,
cab
the
over
cab over
out
out
there.
there.
Yeah.
We gotta
Yeah.
find out who the winners are.
Yeah, we were going to
They
find out the
announced
winners. Did you get
at 10
winners yet?
a.m.
I don't know if they announced any winners or judged anything just yet.
10
Yeah.
a.m. They did a award ceremony for one of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we were gonna go scan the show floor and see what we can find and bring you guys some more fun trucks. We got a lot of footage that we've got to edit. You guys know, it's a ton of stuff to take out there and see out
Man, the
there.
amount of products out here.
Oh my
Everything
gosh!
from tires, the brake drums, the banners for the oversized loads, the lights.
Yeah.
There's everything for a truck is here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, tell us about your show experience so far. It's your first time coming to Mid America Truck
It
Show. I mean,
is.
are your wallets safe right now? Or,
You know what? Our wallets have been surprisingly good.
Today's shopping day
Because
we didn't want to
today's
carry it
shopping
around. Yeah, so we got definitely some t-shirts and a few other items here and there.
Yeah,
I'd load up on tools, but thanks to this one and clothes, we're kind of getting tight of road.
yeah, we're kind of tight, but we did find side boxes.
Yeah, some side
So we're
boxes.
getting side boxes hopefully soon. We're gonna get some T-shirts.
Yep.
I found a keychain I want.
They found 6 of them. I thought
I did. I found 6 keychains,
Yeah, there's
but they're
6.
having a deal.
they are having. a deal.
Everybody's got a deal. So if you need some shopping, this is the time.
It
And if
is
you need
true.
shopping consulting, find me. I'll help you spend your money.
really?
She's good at that.
I am really good.
Well, yeah, going, is that like a side project? Is that a Corvette couple side
Yeah.
project?
Spending money? No, that's just
Spending-
what she does.
That's just what I
That's
do.
her personal project.
Sales consultant.
Yes.
You're like a sales consultant.
Yep. Oh no, that doesn't match your aesthetic. You definitely need this one.
Yeah, you gotta put it together.
It's got to be in the color palette.
It does. It does. Everybody should have a color palette for their truck and a theme and an aesthetic. Keegan's got his. It's black and red and a whole lot of just organization. And, yeah.
Yeah, but some great products. Meet the manufacturers of them.
What's been your favorite part so far?
My favorite part about the truck show is always the organic conversations. Again, with Mid America Truck Show for me, which is why I always recommend it to anybody who's watching live. If you haven't been to Matt's, to come. I'm a huge community guy.
Oh
in,
yeah.
in my own personal life, community is what drove me to also own my own truck at one point, to give me the confidence to have that. Community has helped me level up in in all things health and fitness and mindset overall, is having people, always hanging out with people who are a little bit better than me, and people who are doing their own doing their own thing. You kind of are who you surround yourself with. And when you come to Mid America, when you come to this truck show, the people who are to come to Mid America, you have to be intentional.
Yes.
Like, this is an intentional thing. You have to kind of plan for it. Some people want to come, and then they kind of got to wait till the last minute to see if they're able to make it. So it's like, so when you get here though, you have to be intentional. So people are setting an intention to come here, and when your intention is to come here, odds are that person is in the mindset of growth, networking, community, meeting people, looking out new parts. How can I optimize what I'm doing and my time? Like, you're taking time out of just go
Yes.
to slow down and really absorb all this. And when you're in the mindset of, hey, I'm going to Mid America Truck Show, the people who are here are kind of 1%. They're the best of the industry. People who are
Absolutely.
here. Not saying that anybody who's not here is not good or not a real driver or anything like that. The people who come here obviously really care. They invest a lot of their time and money into it. So when you get to be here, you're around that.
Yeah.
And then you meet
The
so
energy.
many, and then that's who you meet. And then when you come year over year, you start compounding friends into this network and this community that's just life fulfilling.
Oh, it is.
And that's what it's been. It's become this like family reunion / I learned something new. I like between learning something new, meeting new people, seeing what other people have been doing the past
Mhm.
year, because obviously the industry in the past year has changed. The industry's always changing.
It's always
And so reconnecting with those people and seeing what other people have gone through, and new people entering the industry, anything like that, newer content creators, anything like that. When you're around it, it just fuels you, inspires you, and it just gives you an extra boost. To when you go back out, you keep the hammer down.
oh
That's
so
my
much.
favorite part.
And
Yeah.
absolutely, for the seasoned driver or the guy that's been on the road for 20 years, the seminars and the things that are here.
Yeah, the education here is
Yeah.
huge.
They have the FMCSA chief here.
Yeah,
He was
they,
here yesterday speaking. I mean, it's just fantastic the level of people that they do have here.
and like you were talking about people you meet and things. We got to meet a 6 million mile driver last
6
night.
million miles.
Just the people you meet and
Yeah.
the stories you get. Like it's the first person I've ever met who's had a
He's got a TA named
Petro,
after him.
named after him.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
that was just it was cool.
And I guess the award ceremony for the folks that do get their Petros or TAs happens here every year. as
Yeah,
well.
it's a big event
There's-
here. So I feel like
There's
every
2
time we turn
nominees every
around,
year.
there's something new. There's something we just found out about the parade a little bit. And there is a schedule and there's things like that, but you just take it all in. And we've been lucky to have you guys who are super seasoned, who we can be like, hey, Lombard, what do you know?
Mhm.
And he'll share it with you. You just ask him, he'll share.
Yeah, where to go, who to kind of see. But yeah, you bring up the good point with the education piece. You know, there's a lot of people active on social media who want to be involved in some of the stuff. They want to be involved in changing the industry for the better.
Mhm.
And again, you have I know almost so many people I know were able to meet Derek Bars from FMCSA, and a couple people got to, not a lot of people, but a couple people got to meet Secretary Duffy. And there's people like that. And again, when you're able to meet face to face with OOIDA, like the OOIDA guys are in DC, and so you know, and if you're whether you are or not a member of OOIDA, if you come here and become a member, this is where you can talk to Todd Spencer, and this is where you can be like, hey, I'm a driver and I'm an OOIDA member. I want to be involved in what you're doing. They want that. They
Yeah.
need, like, it's one thing to be active and engage on social media with change and ideas, but then you come here and you're able to have a face-to-face with Todd Spencer
Yeah.
and with some of these people who are 1 degree of separation from politicians, the people with ideas. That's where you can get really involved, and you can see Derek Bars. You know, you can go on Twitter and
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you can scream on the internet all you want. There's a difference between that and doing it.
and
And you
making
get to do it here.
that headway. You get
Yeah.
to do it here. This is the home base, and if this is the only show you go to throughout the year, I mean, that's where you can kind of make it happen.
Yes.
Yeah, we were able actually to, speaking of organizations and stuff,
Oh,
we were
yeah.
able to become members of the
Uh,
American
Trucking
Trucking Historical Society. the
have you
ATA.
been by there?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
And
and
some of the
all
tr-
their trucks around
The
here.
trucks
Like,
that they have scattered around here? Just some fantastic old iron.
yeah, I'm gonna
and
bring you a bingo sheet
yes.
so we can do the bingo and we'll see who
Yeah,
gets a
they-
bingo first,
they've
me or
got a,
Lombard.
Find the truck and mark it down. Apparently, they got a price on it.
Yeah, there is
Oh,
a prize.
Oh, you can win. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, it's
so-
legit,
Yeah.
and it's like a scavenger hunt bingo card.
Yeah, it
Exactly.
is with it's the trucks. My understanding is it's all the trucks because they sprinkle them throughout the show. So
Very
you have to go up and then you have to write the owner's name. So you can't just say, "Oh, I saw the 1987 Peterbilt." There's a number or something on the truck that you have to write down. So unless you've been there, you can't sneak a win.
So it's cool because you can see the mid '60s truck on what trucking used to be.
Yeah,
You can walk right over to the booth and get in a brand new
yeah,
Peterbilt. I mean, it's just
it's just neat.
where it has come from and where it is to now. It's incredible. I mean,
Yeah.
we've got it better in a lot of ways than
Oh, so many
ever.
ways. We've talked about this before with you.
Oh.
How everything in this industry is it's not necessarily easier, but just it's more advantage between truck parking club and Lyft and delivery services and comforts in the truck. Like I wouldn't be in the truck, even probably early 2000s truck. I'd be like, no.
Oh
But,
yeah, whole different world out there.
Whole different
yeah, it's a
world.
whole different world, and that's okay because you know what? We get to have a good time. We're still doing the freight. We're still doing the job,
Oh, yeah, we're moving the miles.
but we get to have quality time doing it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, and we meet good friends.
Exactly, the friendships are the most important part.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fan that you joined the American Trucking Historical Society. You said right?
Yeah.
They very near and dear to my heart. When I came here 3 years ago, 2023, my dad came down too, and I had driven here myself. I was parked out in the lot with my plastic Peterbilt 579, pulling
He's
an
on the team.
pulling an RGN though. It was pulling an RGN. Shout out. When I came here, that was the first time I had met them, got a chance to meet them, and you know they had a big pamphlet here, and I'm not sure they have it here this year because last I heard it was at Iowa 80. So, but they had this big pamphlet book full of patches of trucking companies, like just random trucking
Oh,
company
yeah.
patches. And we flipped through this book, and I got over to the L's, and they had 4 patches from my family's company, 4 Lombard
Oh,
trucking patches.
that's awesome.
Because it's crazy enough, my family's company was a historic trucking company that started with 8 horses, 2 carriages, became 2 trucks, and it lasted all the way until they sold in '84, which was Lombard Trucking or Lombard Brothers Incorporated. My grandfather was a part owner of that company and drove for 30 plus years. And we flipped through the book and we saw they had 4 Lombard patches. And again, well, it was a large carrier at its time. Like when they sold, they were from Baltimore to Maine, one of the largest carriers in the Northeast. But again, kind of went into obscurity with a lot of carriers after deregulation. And then to see those 4 patches in this guy's book, I was like, how did you get these?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, 2 of them were from like eBay. And it's like, he just somehow
Searched
found,
them out.
yeah, he
Oh,
somehow
that's
found them. And so
awesome.
once I found out, I was like, man, this is a really good thing they got. Last I checked, that booklet's at the Iowa 80
Yeah.
Trucking Museum. And I was like, well, that's great. Now it's in a museum forever. So that's where I can go to live. So I'm glad you guys get to experience that part. It's and these are the kinds of things you get to
You get to do it
experience
right here.
Yeah.
at Mid-America. You see the history, like, when you're in any industry, like even if you're in say you even work in finance.
Yep.
When you learn and you work for, some people don't like them, but say you work for like a JP Morgan or something. That's a historical company. When you look back 100 years ago, you learn about what they've done. It reinvigorates like your drive, your purpose, your why. Like 'cause there's always a why of why you got in the industry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, as a kid, I was always enamored by the big trucks. I mean, so we'd come by and there's the sheer size of them and the mass of them. It's just
I'm
always
just-
been something I'm behind.
I'm just glad he didn't want to follow because he got into it with cattle hauling.
Yeah,
And I said,
I was first trucks I ever rode in were bull hauler trucks.
yeah. So I was like, I'm not doing
I
that
realize
part.
now into my 50s that I'm too fat and slow to run away
Oh,
from cows anymore.
Yeah, it's a tough job. But
that is. Bless the bull haulers.
Yeah,
I'll
bless the
tell
bull
you
haulers.
that.
You guys,
Yeah.
Not only do you run the hours, but man, you got to run those hours and then unload those critters off the truck, and they're usually dirty and angry.
Yeah. I will say though, that's probably one of my favorite times we've had when we go to like meat packing plants or anything like that.
Yeah,
Because we run the reefer and we're doing the other side of it, and watching the bull haulers come in is like watching a truck show.
they've all got some pretty nice rigs.
They do.
Yeah,
So
you got a few plastic ones mixed in there, but for the most part, they're all old school conventionals for the most part.
yeah, and they definitely take pride in the ride.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a tough gig to keep them playing because you're in the dirt all the
Oh
time.
my gosh.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, have you met any bull haulers while you've been here?
Not at the show.
Not at the show, but we did see a cool rig out in the corner that we took a video
Oh
of.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There's some beautiful rigs out there.
There is some beautiful
Yeah, a
cattle
couple
haulers out there.
old school cattle haulers out there.
Yeah. So, but we're always open to meeting people. We got so many stories yesterday, and we've met so many great people.
Great people.
So that's probably been one of my favorite things.
Just meeting everybody around here
Yeah.
from pretty much every walk of the industry.
Yeah.
During the morning breakfast, we met a guy that's he had 20 trucks hauling mail.
Oh yeah.
I
Give us
mean,
mail.
we've met people that pretty much move everything now.
Everything. Yep. And the education point. So yeah.
Met a yacht mover.
We did meet a yacht mover. Yep. And car movers and
We've
people who've just been like the 6 million
Asphalt
milers, asphalt
met
guys.
that pink coal truck out there. Met that family.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just can't even. We have so many things to share.
Yeah.
I can't even wait for next year.
I'm telling you, by the time you get to the end of it, it's like, because by next year, again, it's just so much is going to grow, especially with your guys' content. And this really is, you said it the best. Like, this is the most diverse, like industry ever.
Yeah.
Especially when you incorporate the other links in the chain, like when you start to include like even the brokers and other parts, it's just like everybody's life experience and story. Yeah, it's every race, religion, creed, you name it, under the sun. Everybody's got its different story. You could be the lawyer who got fed up with being a lawyer, now he's driving a truck.
Yeah.
And you're like anything, like it's absolutely insane. And by next year, everything with your content, that's one of the things I want to ask you about. When you guys create content, what inspired you guys to start? Were you making content before you had gotten into trucking? What came first?
We did.
We
We
did.
were doing mostly car content and our experiences at the concourses, car shows, things like that. And took a little bit of a break off as we kind of relocated to Nevada.
Yeah, we were in Vegas all the time. So I'm from Minnesota and he's from California. And we were like, let's go somewhere new, start fresh. And we were always in Vegas. We were there all the time because it has the best food, the best shows. Like, I love our city.
We have a great city.
We do have a great city. And so we moved there, and that's when I was like, what do you want to do? He went on the trucking thing, and I was like, okay, well, if you're going to do that, then let's make content around it. Because we still do the cars. We still have Corvettes at home.
We do.
But let's merge the two together and share it. And for us, like when I was out there searching, because I probably need to go to Strollers Anonymous or something.
But what else you can do with passenger seat once you've got reception, right?
But even before then, I was always on the different social media platforms, and I wasn't seeing anyone sharing like
But it's
lifestyle
yeah.
content. Like just there are a handful. And I'm not invalidating those who were doing it, but it's not algorithmic strong. So it's like, I just want to do that. I want to show what we do, what we enjoy about it, and I'm blessed that when I come up with the silly ones, he's willing to get out there and do them.
no matter how many miles I've driven that day.
He does. And he'll drive all day, and then I'll be like, okay, I need you to do this.
Yeah.
And so we wanted to share that, and that there is more than just sitting behind the wheel and grinding out. For some people, they love that, but we found a different
Yeah,
joy in it. We
Even
want to share
taking
that
on this
joy.
show here, I mean, it's a fantastic experience. Good chance to get out of the truck. Been parked for a few days now. We
It's actually the longest
took
we've
our
been
home.
parked.
It's the longest we've been parked. We've been taking, a couple days here and there, but yeah, this is we decided to take our home time
Yep.
here in Kentucky and take the show in.
Yeah.
But yeah, to get out of the truck, get around, and meet like-minded people for sure. A ton of them here.
So yeah, our goal is to share that you can do things outside of your truck. It doesn't necessarily have to be 3-4 days like this show. It can be on a 10-hour. You're going to meet great people, and there are solutions out there. Eating better. Let's get delivery of, some of the big apps deliver food.
Yeah.
Let's use Truck Parking Club and go somewhere. Let's meet people, because it's a very lonely career, and that's what we were seeing a lot of. And
Yeah,
social media can connect us.
And since the truck stops have really pulled away from having any of the areas where people can really get together at, yeah, people are kind of secluded in the trucks. They get sometimes a touch of angry out there.
Yeah. We were tired of angry truckers, so we were like, let's just be happy, and we're try and bring some smiles. So
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good stuff. I think that's what your content brings to the table, is bringing a lot of smiles to people.
yeah,
And promote and getting out of the truck best you can. I think that life experience, realize, because you can get caught up because your company, like, especially if you start out as a company driver, your company, for the most part, I don't want to disparage any companies, but like, they're not going to tell you go out and play. Like, they're not going to tell you, hey,
no,
go. Oh, you're in St. Louis. Like, your dispatcher or fleet manager's not going to be like, oh, you're in St. Louis, man. You really got to try the ribs. Like, they're not going to give you those recommendations. They're, as long as they got your load covered and you're moving, you're parked safe. That's kind of what management is down to. And they're, to be fair, they're kind of busy. They have their own job. Should they be more actual managers, leaders in that sense? That's a different conversation.
yeah.
Nobody's going to do it. So, I mean, the more you put out on the internet for people to, the more good you put out, tell people like, hey, I'm in Vegas. And then a driver all of a sudden he sees video. Oh, I'm near Vegas. Oh, I should do this.
Yeah, and that's where we were like, we want to be that advocate. And we always tell people, you're your own advocate. Unfortunately, you're your own cheerleader, your own teammate. And if you can run across our content and be like, you said, I'm in Vegas. This is where I can park. I know I can lift here. I can take the shuttle here. It's like when we were in New York, you can take the subways. That education piece, that networking, or reaching out. We've had people comment, hey, I'm here. What do you know?
Right.
Where can we go? What can we do? We love being that beacon and that spot to help.
But having the ability on your phone to get a hold of a lift and stuff like that
Oh, that's so
gives
nice.
you a giant opportunity to get out and see the great cities we're in. I mean, not, middle of Illinois.
Yeah,
Yeah, you might have a problem getting a lift, but hey, we got a food delivered that day, though.
we got food. We ended up with food. But rural Illinois is not a place for a 34 unless you know people.
I better do that.
Yeah,
I've had
so
to do
did we. That was the day I was like, this is bogus and we need solutions. And we have found some.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
yeah, so I hope people follow us for that and we can bring you some positivity. I mean, we all have bad days, but it's how you take it and look at it.
Me being me on that 34-hour in Illinois. And this is how taking
you
35-hour
ran.
in Illinois. That's where I was able to. I got in like a 12 or 13 mile run. But the thing is, that takes that takes me. It takes about 2 hours. You still got 32 hours left until. So no, even if you do something as like going for a distance run, you still got 32 hours, and then you can only sleep
so
Yeah,
much.
so
much
much.
of them
Yep.
and everything, and you can only look at a screen for so long
Yeah.
on it. It gets tough. I specifically remember where I forget the name of the town, but it was rural Illinois, and I was so bored. I was looking up the Google reviews of nearby anything. Like I looked up the Google reviews of just the businesses in the area just to read, because like some of them can be funny.
Yeah.
And I was
Oh,
like, and I read the reviews of like this farm nearby, and it was the owner of the farm, and one of the commenters got into it, were arguing
oh,
in the Google review.
It's gold.
That's
that
is
is cool.
Yeah,
That's-
some of it- we love going down the comments like that sometimes. It's comedy.
It is.
A lot of times.
I will say that town we did get. So I ended up in their Facebook group. So
See what I
leave
mean?
me alone with
Yeah.
the internet. So I ended up in this small town's Facebook group, and thankfully, one of the people there was like, "Hey, we'll get food. We have someone who will bring you food. Just tip our driver."
Yeah.
And so it turned out okay. But yeah, we ended up in this random Facebook group, and
And the lady that commented on the candy factory.
oh yeah, so they had
They
a
don't-
candy
they don't
factory.
do
That's why
tours,
we're there.
but she calls every year.
She calls every year to check and see if they're going to give her a tour.
See, and this is in the local town's Facebook group.
This was in their like so specific. I think there were like 300 people in the town and probably 50 people in this Facebook group. And yeah,
They don't do tours. She calls every
yeah, she
year.
calls every year to see if they will.
Bless her heart.
Bless Linda's heart.
Which, speaking of which, speaking of tours though, if you wind up, because now this, number one, this might be a new hobby of mine too, is joining Anytown USA's Facebook pages. But if you do want to tour, and if this woman's watching, you can go to in Milford, Connecticut. If you're up that way, you can tour the Pez factory.
Oh, right on.
By the
Oh,
way.
putting that on my list.
Yes. You might have to put that on the list. You
I
can go.
will.
You can go to the Pez factory in Milford, Connecticut. You get to make your own candy. You get to make the Pez there that goes in the
In the
thing.
holder, yeah.
in the
and
holder,
different-
then you
I
pop
forgot to
out.
remember that.
I'm
yeah,
putting
you
that
can-
down.
You can make your own candy there. It's pretty fascinating. That's
Do they have truck park?
yeah. In
Is
Milford,
there a truck parking club close?
I do know I do know in Connecticut we do close to New Haven. We do Milford's right next to New Haven, so
Nice.
you can find some. You can use some truck park club if you're up there. There is a Pilot Flying J in Milford, although it's not. No offense, Pilot Flying J. It's not the greatest, but there is in New Haven. We do.
All
Almost positive we got,
Yeah.
we
Where
got
was
some
that?
stuff down there.
We were in something kitchen, Pennsylvania.
Oh yes, Kettle Kitchen,
Kettle Kitchen, Pennsylvania. You guys had a truck parking club close
right
enough to
there,
that
which
we
is
were
by like Lancaster.
we were
and we
able to, cool area. We were able to get out, go right around, Amish area. So if you guys have ever experienced any of that, amazing food,
Great food.
beautiful scenery. We got a horse and carriage ride and rode around town, and they got some good chocolate.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
still remember the caramel corn was fantastic.
It was, and we've made so many memories in the
Yeah.
truck, and so we highly implore everybody to make your memories, be positive, and connect with people.
And like Lombard was saying, you're depending on what fleet you're working for and the size of it, your driver managers and your planners and stuff like that, they'll keep you rolling and driving until the wheels fall off. It's up to you to self-advocate for yourself and be like, hey man, I want to spend time. We'll spend some time here,
Yep.
and really get in there and make a adventure out of it. Don't just spend all your time behind the wheels.
Absolutely, well said.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to leave on the track? Any other fond
We're heading
memories?
to,
advice? Yeah, where's
We're
next?
gonna be heading to the Corvette Museum at the end of the month.
Yes,
We'll be
and
back
then
there
next
in
month.
Kentucky again. There's the big Corvette bash. So we're actually doing something for our Corvette couple.
Car
name.
side. So it's a trucking this month, Corvettes next month, but we'll be in the semi, so
Yeah.
that'll be fun. But
Thanks, Truck Park Club. You guys got a spot real close to Bowling Green, so we'll be able to
they always
catch
come
a-
in clutch. Just
absolutely
look them up.
be
But
able to catch a ride right over there, and you'll see it some of our peeps and have some fun around plastic toys.
so if you want a different perspective, follow us on social media. Everything can be found on the Corvette Couple, and we're on everything.
Right?
Give me some leeway on YouTube because we do film, edit, and do everything in house.
I'll give her
so,
anyway. She needs it.
good job. You only drive for 10 hours.
One of my challenges, we got to see if we have truck parking near Punxsutawney because I envision it in my head
We'll go see
of
Phil.
you guys getting there for Groundhog Day. Like you made it to Macy's Thanksgiving
We
Day
did.
parade,
We
which
did.
is I think the coolest story. They
That was awesome.
truck
That was
parking
awesome.
club. They parked at truck parking club. Went down to Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade. I see you both at Gobbler's Knob
Yeah,
one of these
Oh,
days.
that would be
I would.
awesome.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
I'm putting it on the list.
We are putting that on the list. We're going to take that in. Yeah, if anybody's in the New York area, Truck Park Club right on the Long Island side, right underneath the Brooklyn Bridge, basically.
It's
And
awesome.
they've got it was Brooklyn or George Washington.
I have no
Pretty sure it was
idea.
Washington.
I mean, literally the best part about the app, and I know this is their channel and it sounds salesy or whatever, but honestly, I do this every time. Just go on the app, hit the little crosshairs, and it'll bring you where you are.
Yeah.
And then you can search by amenities. I'm always clicking different amenities based on what we need, and you're there. It's done. It's so simple. And book and go on with your day. Order your food, go see the city.
Yeah.
We got some amazing food.
Yeah, New York's amazing city for food.
Yeah.
Vegas is great, but
Vegas
New York's
is better.
fantastic. Think it's better?
It's better.
Man, you gotta get some get out of here.
Yeah. You
Get
know
outta
what?
here.
You get out of here.
For pizza?
We actually, believe it or not, we had Chinese food. So we started off the day. I think we walked around,
Lumber's like,
got some
what?
coffee and a bagel. 'Cause, you're in New York, you gotta get a bagel. And then we ended up having Chinese food.
It was a holiday.
It was a holiday.
That is
It
our
was-
holiday
it was
tradition.
Thanksgiving Day. And then I think we got a donut somewhere, and then we ended up with an Italian dinner in Little Italy.
Yeah. Yep. So if you ever go to Little Italy, that's awesome because they can't call you into their restaurants.
Oh, yeah.
They show you what they
That's the
have.
best. It's a vibe.
It's
It
a
is
vibe.
Absolutely,
It is a vibe. So
Yeah, that was a blast. Everyone's always afraid of going to New York as a trucker, but you
this
guys,
is outside. It's
Yeah.
easy to get
the
to.
truck parking club, the areas around there makes it way easier.
Yeah.
Drive in the night before, save your clock, go do your delivery, and if you got some time, go burn the rest of the day in the city.
And there don't have to be huge spots either. Like when we go to Chicago, which are another one on our list. And yes, the list is real, and maybe I'll share it someday because we'll drive by stuff and I just write it down because it does require planning and there is a back end. But
And I've got an in for that. I got a bachelor's seat.
Mhm. So the Green River in Chicago, we want to do that for St.
Yeah,
Patrick's
St.
Day next
yes.
year. And that truck parking club only has 3 spots, but they are so well placed and they have a food truck right outside that is so good. Security. So like it may not always be the biggest spot, but if you want to do something fun, it's the way.
Yep. Yeah.
And it supports small business.
The
Because
small local business
Yeah.
is another great thing. Yeah. Somebody's got to end up paying the property
taxes.
taxes and stuff on these pieces of property. And yeah, let's face it, we do not have enough parking out there as truckers.
We don't. So I would rather book their truck parking club, make sure that, that was Mike up there in Chicago. Mike, he'll answer the phone if you need anything.
Mike was on it.
Mike was on it. I'd rather have, $20-$50, whatever it is, go to them than get to see the city.
Yeah.
Than just, risk it.
We'll park out of town after delivery just to do a refresh 10 hour, and then
Yeah, because
you
call
missed
me a
everything
brat.
rolling out of town.
Yeah, they can call me a brat, but I'm not parking on an on-ramp. I'm not parking at a rest area. I'm not parking in a dirt lot. The answer is no.
How about creative parking around the truck stop?
Creative park, no. Yep, nope. We have to do that sound. We will do but why'd you park there soon for them? And you guys can have another laugh.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good
We
one.
do have to do a park there. Man, we get some.
Because that's me.
There's some doozies out there.
Yep. So, yeah, thank you guys for helping us bring smiles.
Absolutely. Thanks you for bringing us smiles. It's great. You guys are a shining light. My motto with social media is I look at it like the environment. You wouldn't take a barrel of oil and dump it in the river and then be like, hey kids, you're good to go shower and drink out of that water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the internet's kind of the same way. If all you're putting is just hate, screaming, yelling, that's kind of what you're going to get back. And that's what you're putting out in the environment. And then that environment, kids, the youth, anybody can see it now because it's on there. And so it's just like, if you're putting it nothing but that, it's also what you get back, but it's also the environment. And when you put good out in the environment, that light can start to outshine the
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Positivity breeds positivity for
Yeah.
sure.
bingo.
Yeah.
So follow these guys, the Corvette couple.
Thank you
Check them out.
guys.
Happy motoring.
Happy motoring.
Happy motoring. Let's go. You guys are wonderful.
Thank
Bring it on
you.
in.
Thank you, Lombard.
You guys need to Austin, Texas. Put it on your list, by the way, because you guys are coming over for dinner anytime. We
You know
need
what?
you over.
It sounds like we might be in Houston sometime soon, so we might be able to scramble that over.
Well, let us know because I feel like, to me, you guys feel like family. So,
Right
like,
on.
Same.
yeah,
Thank
you guys are great people. It's awesome. Hey, man, we're continuing the show live. We got Trucker Todd coming on next. I want to see what Trucker Todd's doing. Trucker Todd, what's the move, sir? How do you want to set it up? Yeah. You want to come over? Are you going to bring the computer over here? You're going to leave it over there?
Been working with 3 that we think we're good. Whose phone?
Perfect. Oh, that's my phone.
Okay.
Hey, do you want to grab I'm right here. You can grab the mic real quick.
Okay.
I've got a favor to ask you.
Okay. You want
Do
me
you-
over here?
No, you can sit right here. Because we're centered right here, wherever you want. I got a favor to ask you.
Uh-huh.
Do you think you can hold this down for a minute or two? I really need to use the bathroom.
Yeah.
I've been sitting on
Or
here.
we can start when you get back,
Yeah.
whatever you want to do.
Yeah, if you just want to hang out and introduce yourself at the camera, I'll be right back. I'll be back in 2 minutes for all the live viewers on here. That's all.
Okay.
But also, you want me to bring you out? Do I need to bring you on here?
Yeah, you'll have to bring me on.
Yeah. So what I can do is this, bring you on, and I can do this in a minute.
So I'll just tell everybody who I am.
Yep. I'll do that real quick. Here, here, here. Boom. So you're in there. Boom. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm going to be right back. Trucker Todd's on the live stream. If you got questions for him, everything like that. Actually, a quick shout out. Afternoon. Hope you're having a great time at Matt's. You are dirt lots. Not all our lots are dirt. If you need paved, you can put it in the amenities. I will be right back.
All right. All right, folks. I am Trucker Todd, as you might have figured out by now. And I've been driving for about 29 years. I am a user of Truck Parking Club, and I've got to come to Matt's this year and meet all of them. Great group of guys, and having a great time here. We're on the third and final day, and we've had some technical issues. We've got those straightened out, I think. Are we good now? As far as what I do, I pull a reefer currently. I live in Lubbock, Texas. I'm not good at talking about myself, so we'll probably have a lot more ground that we'll cover once Mike gets back. But things, if you've never been, it's enormous here. Tons of things to see and do, and events. Lots of free stuff they give away, lots of contests, things like that. A lot of chances to meet people. I see right in front of me right now the dancing trucker. I'm assuming that he'll be dancing here in a little bit. Saw an alien on a truck. Just a little bit of everything. You even see small kids here. There's things for kids to do, and it's just a really neat event. And so what I would say, I've sent out a collage of like cab overs and things like that. And so there's a lot of content there. If you've never checked out my channel, check out Trucker Todd on your favorite social media platform. As far as Truck Parking Club, they've got, I want to say like about 4,700 locations now. 4,701 is what I see on the counter, and constantly growing. They had just under 4,000 when I met them and started using their service. And I'm sure we'll talk about it through the show. As far as, paying for parking, things like that, I think there's a lot of things we don't take into consideration when we think about this. I mean, I just paid a fortune to eat lunch here. They're charging $7 for a fountain drink, $5.49 for a bottle of Pepsi. Things have got expensive, and do I wish they were $1 a piece? Sure, but those days are gone. So what Truck Parking Club does, and when you think about it, when you go to companies, they tell you, start looking for your place. You're going to shut down 90 minutes before your clock runs out. And that can be all good and well, but think of how many times you're getting on and off exits looking for a spot, and think about how much fuel you burn starting and going and stopping. And this is a clean, safe situation. Mike's back, so we'll get back to him pretty quick, but I just want to finish this thought real quick. The other night when I was coming to Matt's, I stopped in Franklin, Indiana at the Pilot, and they were having 3 trucks there that fuel had got stolen out of the trucks in the parking lot. And they told me if you got out of the truck, be real careful. Whereas I've never had a safety concern at any of the Truck Parking Club spots I've stayed at. A lot of them's got cameras. A lot of them are well lit. I saw a comment a minute ago about dirt lots, but the ones I've seen were either really nice gravel or they were asphalt. And so I would just say use my promo code Trucker Todd, all one word, small letters. Give them a shot. Try them one time before you arrive at a preconceived notion about what you might see at one of their locations. And Mike's back, so we'll turn it back over.
Here
to
we
him.
go. Hey, appreciate that, Todd. Yes, I saw you in the comments over there. Do appreciate your concerns and your feedback. We do take it seriously. Again, we've got 24-hour customer care staffed by former drivers. So if you have any questions about our locations, we do need your feedback. So again, if you're saying what you're claiming is true, we need the receipt so that we can address it, so we can always continue to get better. But Todd spoke it really well. But hey, man, we're on the Truck Parking Club. We're at the Truck Parking Clubhouse, live from Mid-America Truck Show, Day 3. Trucker Todd, have you introduced yourself yet? I gotta know the Trucker Todd story. So we haven't got you on our Monday Night Clubhouse yet. What is? How did you get into trucking?
So that's a weird story. I started back in December of '96, and I lived in a little small town south of Lubbock, Texas. Jobs around there are terrible, and I saw a newspaper ad that said you can become a truck driver and make $30,000 your first year. I knew nothing about trucking, had never rode in a truck, and I told my wife at the time, I'm going to go become a truck driver. I'll do it a year or so, and then I'll get a job with Coke or Pepsi. I'll be home every day, and go from there. And I ended up making about $35,000 my first year trucking, which in '96 that was big money. Got a dedicated run. I was with Swift Transportation for 4.5 years, and that kind of started the journey. I ended up being home every day that first 4.5 years, and then or 3.5 of that 4.5 years, and then I ended up going over the road, and I've really enjoyed it. It's been a blast.
What inspired you to go over the road at that point?
You know, honestly, it was the monotony. Everybody thinks they want a dedicated run or a local deal, but after you do it 3.5 years going to the same place every day, you're just like, I think I want to try something different. I want to expand my horizons a little bit.
It's crazy. Trucking can do that with your mentality, where the goalposts move. You start to, especially as you get into it and you get experience, and you get to know more people. You're like, what am I capable of? What can I get into? And it's funny enough, my CDL instructor in school warned us about that. What you just said. He said, some guys, they want to get in these dedicated lanes, but it's like sometimes that monotony can really catch up with you.
And it's that's the great thing about trucking, is that there's a million different things you can do. If you don't like what you're doing, or if you want something a little more challenging, there's always something there. And also, if you're wanting to improve, there's always a way you can improve. You can improve your driving skill. You can improve your fuel economy. There's always room for growth, and that's what makes it challenging and interesting.
Awesome. So when you went over we got a question for you. This gentleman was asking, how long you going to drive for Trans Am? But I'd love to talk about your journey over the road. So you went from doing dedicated stuff. Were you with the same company or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was 4.5 years with Swift Transportation on a deal they called the Texas Shuttle. I ran from Colorado City, Texas to basically Van Horn, Texas. They called it Alamore, right outside of town there. Drove a day cab over, gave it to another driver, and brought a day cab back. So I was home every 2 days off. It was a real gravy deal. Got paid salary, and they no longer have that available, but it was nice while it lasted. And then I decided to go over the road, and I went and pulled a reefer for the first time, and just to try something different, pulling a dry van, being, day cab home every day. It was nice to broaden my horizons a little bit.
So pulling reefer from there. So when you went over the road, are you with the same company? Have you been with the same company for a long time?
Now, 29 years. I've switched a few times. Some of the companies have gone out of business. Some of them have merged. It's been kind of a journey. The last 3 years or so, I've been running the spot market and pulling my own freight, the negotiated freight. Here recently, I did go to Trans Am, like they're mentioning, and they've been really good to me. I'm enjoying it there so far. As you guys know, trucking is constantly changing. The market's constantly changing. And so my answer to how long I'd be at Trans Am, I don't have any plans to leave, but anytime there's a vertical move opportunity, I'll take a look at it. But right now, I'm happy doing what I'm doing. I'm in a 3-month lease, about halfway through it, and so we're going to finish that, and we'll take a look at it. But I don't have any plans to leave. I haven't put any applications out anywhere. Mostly done reefer and dry van. I did pull a hot shot for a little while, just again to try it out, and that company went out of business too. So I've had bad luck with companies going out of business.
But so currently right now, you're leasing through Trans Am. I didn't know if you had already owned your truck or not.
So I've bought a couple of trucks over 29 years. You do a little bit of everything. I've bought a couple of trucks, and I've paid off a couple in lease purchase, completed a few lease purchase. And as a matter of fact, here at Matt's, I've looked at some truck purchasing opportunities. I don't know if I'll buy another one. I had 2 years ago, I had 15 strokes in one day. And I like the lease purchase model because if I were to have a medical issue or a family issue again, I can get out of that lease. I can go take care of it. Whereas if I've got a bank loan and I have that problem, I've got a bank loan. I've got to figure out, a $200,000 bank loan. I've got to figure out how to navigate. So I like the security there. And then if I want to stick in that lease and pay the truck off, I've still got that option. But I've been presented some opportunities to get another truck, to purchase a brand new truck, and I'm going to look at that over the next couple of months and see if that's something I want to do. And I could always buy a truck and lease it right back here to Trans Am. And so we're looking at a lot of opportunities. That's what I say about trucking. There's tons of opportunities for those of you that are trying to decide if trucking is something you might want to get into or not. There's a million avenues you can go down, and the secret is to not view anything as a win or a loss, but as a learning experience, and try to learn whatever you're doing. Try to learn something from it. Was it Thomas Edison that talked about he didn't find 1,000 ways that didn't make a light bulb? He found, or something like that. I always screw that thing up.
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, he didn't make it. He didn't make 1,000 mistakes. He just found 1,000 ways that didn't work.
Correct.
Yeah,
that's what I was trying to say.
Something along those lines.
Sometimes I get tongue tied, but yeah, and that's how I view trucking. It's if you go down a path, if you think, man, I'd like to try this, because the recruiters all sound good. They all tell you what you want to hear. If you try something and it's not what you thought it was going to be or what you hoped it would be, there's always opportunities to go and try something different.
Absolutely. I want to hear about your road to Matt. So first, how many times coming to the Mid-America Truck Show for you?
This is my second time here. I came about 3 years ago, and this is my second time here, and it's changed a lot even in 3 years. It's
totally different. Yeah.
Totally different. It's my two favorite things coming. Everybody always asks me why I like coming. I love to meet the viewers, and I've met several. I got to meet Grinding Gears a minute ago, and some of his viewers were fans of my channel, so I got to visit with them. And the other thing is the network, and I've made a lot of good connections here with people that I might have emailed 100 times, but haven't got to see them in person. And there's just tons of fun things to do here. And if you've never been, I wish it was a week long because it's hard to cover everything in 3 days. But if you've never been, you definitely want to check one out.
Absolutely. And so your specific road here, what was you drove your truck here, right?
I drove my truck here. I went down to Nashville with a load, and then I got a load from Nashville to Franklin, Indiana, where I was talking about they had the fuel thefts. And then I bobtailed from Franklin down here, and I'm in a hotel. I'm going to stay till tomorrow morning, then I'll leave out tomorrow morning. And don't know where I'm going yet. Waiting to see.
I was going to ask if you knew your route out yet, but
it can be challenging getting out of here because there's just so many trucks here.
Yeah. Where's your trailer at? Is that a truck stop?
So it's at the place I delivered to in Franklin, and when I leave here, they'll send me out to get one. This is a big challenge for me. you know, I mentioned that I'd been running the spot market and dispatching myself and negotiating my own rates the last few years. So it's difficult to be dispatched by somebody else, but they do a great job of it. They got me here the day before I wanted to be here, so I had time to settle in and get ready. And so they've been really, really good. And it's hard to let go of the reins though when you're used to having the reins.
Having somebody else do it for you. Yeah, it's a little bit. Oh, it's almost like you're delegating, and because you feel like you have less control, but it's also less on your mind. It's a little less stress, but then you feel like, oh, if I'm not doing something, something could go wrong.
But it's good too because I've got a second opinion, and he'll send me a load, and I'll call him and I'll say, "Hey, I've got some concerns about this load. What do you think?"
Mm-hmm.
And he'll say, "Man, I wouldn't do that load if I was you." And I said, "Well, that's kind of what I was thinking." And so it's nice to have that validation and somebody that I can bounce things off of to see if it's something I want to do or not.
Absolutely. Yeah. Shout out Damon Polk. Thanks for tuning into the live stream, man. He said you drive a mover truck, ID mover truck.
So you drive like, do you do like furniture moves or household moves? Is that what you're?
Yeah, that's what I was curious about.
And also, Racing Ray said to shout out to the Gorilla Gang. That's my channel members. Hey, Gorilla Gang. Funny y'all mentioned that. I want to say this real quick. Truck Parking Club has is that a gorilla?
Technically Bigfoot, technically
That's
Sasquatch.
Bigfoot.
So
So
part gorilla almost, yeah.
The first time I seen that, I was like doing a double take. And the other day, they had two of them with the dancing trucker out here. That was pretty funny as well.
That Gorilla Gang, I got to hear because I would love to hear a little bit about your content story. Where did the name Gorilla Gang come from?
So another YouTuber, because we had quite a few in the channel memberships, another viewer came up with that, and I think he meant it as derogatory, but my guys kind of took it and run with it. They were like, "Yeah, call us the Gorilla Gang." So it was us turning a negative into a positive. It was a guy that expected it. He meant to refer to them as like knuckle draggers and not very smart. And they thought it was funny. And so they're like, "Yeah, call us the Gorilla Gang." It just kind of stuck.
No, I love that. Yep. Muscular moving men.
Oh, that's a
what
young man's job.
That's a young man's work. He's staying in shape, staying fit. Damon, we love when people stay jacked over the road. That's the Lombard way. That's what we get into. Young man's game right there. So Gorilla Gang stuff. How do I follow the page? Hey man, go to social media, search Truck Parking Club. Throw us a follow. We're on all social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, everywhere all around. Feel free to drop us a DM anytime you want. Now that Gorilla Gang story, it's funny. I'm not sure if you get to go see his truck, but we're good friends with Jacob Bonham over there. His name's Hater Made. He's got a great. His truck's inside. It's a baby blue. Low boy Peterbilt 379. It's called Hater Made. If you look it up on Instagram or wherever and I was like, where did the name Hater Made come from? And because I was like, it sounds like was it a bad thing? And he's like, I make the haters, man. Like I'm Hater Made, man. Like hate me or not, it just played right into that, kind of crap talking sort of thing.
I had a really large YouTuber that kind of helped me out in the beginning when I got started. And he said, "Todd, I love my trolls." And I said, "Why do you love your trolls?" And he said, "Because I know they're going to watch every one of my videos to the very end." Mm-hmm. And so I've tried to look at it that way. Love me or hate me, I appreciate you watching.
That's good advice. That's that might be one of the next comment on one of my own personal Instagrams. So I'd be like, "Hey man, thanks for watching." Yeah, I really appreciate the engagement.
And they don't on YouTube, whether you give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down, it still counts as an engagement. So if you hate me, give me a thumbs down. It's okay.
Yeah, man. Let it ride. We love it. Any thumbs down this live stream gets, that's another driver who's finding out about where they can find some safe truck parking. When it comes to, your YouTube story, what got you? You've been driving since '96. Obviously, social media didn't exist really back then, besides email. So, what inspired you to start a YouTube channel?
So, I had a few years there where I went and sold cars. I've got an F&I background. I've done finance and insurance and general marketing things. And so I was posting cars on Facebook, and the videos are horrible. I've taken them down there. I was not good back then. It was not polished. And I had a bad occurrence at a body shop. We went mudding in my pickup. The pickup got tore up, and the body shop did a horrible job. And I said, well, I'm going to make a YouTube video about it. And so I did that. And then several people contacted me, said, Todd, why don't you do a YouTube channel on trucking? I said, well, nobody will watch that. Nobody cares what I think about trucking. They said, well, just try it. You might be surprised. So I did it, and I quickly got 100 subscribers. And I said, all right, we've peaked. That's all we'll get. And it just started growing. I was working at Roadrunner at the time, doing LTL freight, and a lot of people were interested in Roadrunner at that time. And then I went back to Swift. You know, I mentioned I'd worked for them the first time for 4.5 years. Went back to Swift, and it just took off like crazy. And we've been able to do a lot of good things. There's videos where I pulled into a toll Oasis thing, and a guy got locked in his box truck. The police were there waiting for the fire department. I went over with a load lock and freed him from his truck.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a guy tell me, it's been a little while back now, that he's seen a car broke down. He went over and offered him water as a result of watching my videos. And so that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to have a positive impact out here on trucking. You know, right now it seems like we're all tearing each other down. We're all pitted against each other. And if we can just try to help each other and try to make a positive impact out there, we're all going to benefit from that. It makes us look better as truck drivers. It makes our image to the public look better. And so I would just encourage you, if you see somebody out there that needs help, offer them a helping hand. You know, you'd be surprised what a difference it can make in somebody's life.
I'm glad we brought that up a couple times now with on today's Clubhouse, is really talking about you get what you give, and the putting content out there that is going to be helpful and being a shining light to people. And that was going to be my next question, is that, what was like, do you have a mission with your content? Like, kind of, you got the Gorilla Gang. If you had a mission with it, if it was just, hey, we need to make this industry brighter.
Yeah, and that's what's great about I was talking before I came on when you was with the previous guest. I was talking with the one with the visor on. I can't think. Reed. I was talking with Reed before the show, and that's what we were talking about. Is I just went blank. About I went blank.
It's like positive environment, like
yeah.
place brighter.
We were talking about how that I don't know. I went blank. What were Reed and I talking about?
I mean, he can talk somebody's ear off. That's what you can do. You can talk to Reed for 5 minutes, and you talk about 500 different things.
Well, we were talking about how that. I'm gonna have to come back to that.
It'll swing back to you, man. That's happened to me about 50 times this weekend. So
I've got the old man syndrome, and I've walked at least 10 miles since I've been here.
Hey, we love that, man. I mean, you about walked 10 miles. I gotta know what's been your favorite part. I mean, what's been another favorite part? What's top truck you've seen? What's the most interesting you've seen at Matt's this year?
So I love cab overs. I love y'all's yellow cab over. I did a collage of the cab overs, and that's what I'm going to do this afternoon. I'm going to go to the back lot and try to get some more footage of trucks back there before they start pulling them out.
There we go. Shout out Damon. So I'm with Helping Other Truckers. Stevie, thanks for dropping in. Steve Given, 1942. He's one of the Gorilla Gang. I can see that. He said, well said, Todd.
Let me get back to that, because I do remember what Reed and I were talking about.
Yeah.
We were I look at my analytics and who watches. Most of my viewers are between 30 and 50 years of age, and most of them are experienced drivers. And what's great is somebody will put a question in the comments of one of my lives, and before I can even answer it, somebody in the comments will answer it for me. I've got so much wealth of knowledge, of experience in my viewership, the Gorilla Gang, and others that haven't signed up for the memberships, but they're in the comments. I've got, I don't bring this up to beat this over anybody's head, but I've got Christians in the group that if somebody says I've got a health concern, they'll say, I'll pray for you, things like that. So I got a really good group of guys surrounding me that's what Reed and I were talking about, that kind of are there to help me with the comments and stuff. We get a lot of comments, and so it's nice to have people in there that I know are going to give good sound advice and help where they can. I've been really fortunate and blessed with the viewership I've got.
Yeah, I mean, you got a good quality. I mean, I've gone in your comments and seen a good chunk of your content. You've got it's a real wholesome group of people who, despite any of the haters, they're under the philosophy of helping people win.
And I have my moments where my brain goes blank, so it's nice to have them in there to help out a little bit. But yeah, I had a real good conversation with Reed. I hope you guys, if you're here, you get to come by the Truck Parking Club and meet the guys. There's a lot of great people here. I went outside yesterday and met some of those guys, or day before yesterday. I didn't go yesterday because it was raining. But yeah, there's a lot of great people here, and need to come by and check them out.
Absolutely. I want to give a quick shout. I mean, you have some other sponsors that you're here with. I'd love you to take the opportunity, give them a shout out. Maybe one of your first sponsors, some guy. Were you able to connect with some of your guys in person here?
So yeah, big people that I'd want to say hi to here is one of them would be Road Warrior and their Road Warrior headset. They just unveiled their RW3, and I took mine off for this deal so it wouldn't be distracting. But I've been wearing it the whole event. A lot of people have noticed it. Really cool red and black carbon fiber design on it. It uses AI and all kinds of technology that, I'll be honest with you, I'm still learning all the stuff it does. I also ran into my friends over at Like Trucking. Great group of people over there. Some people I hadn't seen in a while over at Church Transportation. Used to do some work for them. Some of the people that I've worked with in the past weren't here this year, but it's been great to reconnect with some people that I hadn't seen in a while that, like I said earlier in the video, we talked to an email and stuff like that, but it's nice to get to see them in person from time to time.
That's good stuff, man. Yeah, no, it's great to see how many people have supported you and everything you do. I mean, what's your plans for the rest of the afternoon?
So the first day I was here, I did so much filming, I didn't get to see hardly anything. And yesterday I was so tired, I didn't see hardly anything. So today I'm going to try to get out and see the things I missed. And I want to get some more footage for people that couldn't be here. So I'm going to try to film a little more while I'm here.
Let's go. Well, hey man, I mean, I don't want to take up your whole time from the rest of the show. Is anything else you want to jive on or talk about?
Not really. I just want to tell everybody that, check out Truck Parking Club. They've got 4,700 locations. And, a lot of people, I've had people ask me, well, why should I do that instead of a truck stop? Well, for one, you can go back and watch my review videos of some of their lots. A lot of times I'm parking 3 or 4 miles from my delivery. And so it's convenient. I'm able to use more of my logbook. It makes me more efficient. I can book it way in advance, so I'm not, spending an hour and a half a night looking for a parking spot. And so it's worth looking into. And like I said, with my promo code, give it a shot. You'll get $20 off. It makes most of the spots free, to be honest with you. So try it out, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised at just how much quieter it is. Here lately, guys are banging on their trucks while I'm trying to sleep, honking their horns. Security's going by knocking, hey, you can't park here. Or worst case, I had a guy that got blocked in the other day and said that he was late to his delivery because he couldn't get out. And then if none of that stuff even happens, then you've got the concerns of people stealing diesel or vandalizing your truck, taking load locks and bungee straps and stuff off your truck. Why not avoid all that hassle and go get a good night's rest at a clean place that doesn't smell like bodily fluids? and I mean, there's just a lot of advantages. So I hope everybody will check it out. And check me out over on your favorite social media. Just type in Trucker Todd. I'll pull up, and we'll catch you on a video down the road somewhere.
Let's go.
All right,
Todd,
man. Good
man,
to see you.
Thanks for coming out. Hopefully you had some fun. Really appreciate you.
Yeah, it was a blast. We'll have to do it again sometime. We're going to do a Monday night one
Yeah,
of these days.
We got a Monday night coming up again. Yeah, for those of you tuning in live, we go live Monday night, 7:30 at the clubhouse. This is going to do it for our live streams at Matt's. So we're going to get back and enjoy the rest of this show. If you're still here, come on out. If you need truck parking, again, you got Trucker Todd, all lowercase, to get you $20 off of booking. We've got you guys. Hit us up anytime. We got 24-hour customer care, all staffed by former retired drivers. We're here for you guys literally 24/7. We're at 10 to 15 locations per day. More truck parking. We onboarded 2 properties while we've been on this live stream alone of trucking companies that have extra space on their lots. That's never been before available. It could be near your receiver. They could be closer to your house, anywhere like that. Daily, weekly, monthly, whatever you guys need. And again, my name is Lombard Trucking. If we're on the internet, if you need anything at all, hit us up. But guys, we're going to enjoy the rest of the Mid-America Truck Show, and we'll see you Monday night.